Well.
Share the things on social media.
I already did.
Then I
Chill
do
the hell out.
I will not. I have no chill. You know this.
I am very tired.
There's no
I
chill
will fight anybody tonight.
anywhere here. Oh man, Crucible took some face shots.
I took some damage last week.
You did.
Yes, I did.
You still have a Lawrence?
I think that was.
He's not out partying right now, but I mean,
That was not only a first fight you had in a while, but it was like a proper
You got the
fight.
spell.
You guys actually took some kicks along with giving some kicks.
Most of my damage came from myself falling down the hole.
You did fall down that hole.
Yeah.
the
I killed the guy doing it. I mean,
apologies if it's intentional, but my background's still on.
Oh, it's not.
Why don't I?
do
Is Twitter not on my iPad?
you want us to start out of combat, Mike?
Huh?
Do you want us? Okay.
Because he had locked those guys in the other, so technically you guys are fine.
Unless they roll really well and escape.
Hey, Ori, you want to maybe use your little moose friend to make Crucible feel better?
Oh, sure. Just give me a quick second here to remember what the hell I'm doing.
Did you take some hits to the head?
What? I got punched in the kidney really hard.
Well, actually, before we get started, hey, anyone want to say what we did last week?
Story time with Bagby! Episode 19. Duncan stays with the boat to make sure there's no damage from the trip. We go back to the bar to tell Lyra the news. Lyra was there yelling at 2 new barmaids. She sends them to the back, and I tell her about Tara. It probably could have gone better. She assures us that Tara is actually dead, and she tells us she'll tell the rest of the right. Joe goes to the blacksmith to order new armor and weapons for the new guard. He drew a really cool fish on a spear design that's totally going to be the city's new crest.
Totally.
Susan and Apple are the new waitresses. Susan is good. Not as good as Lyra, but she's acceptable. Apple is a mess. The lunch rush comes in. Not too bad, but we can handle it. I hear arguing upstairs. I sneak up there, not well, and hear, "Are you sure? You got to be real sure." It doesn't matter if she is or not. It doesn't matter. And then Nitma catches me. Lyra, Jacobs, and Norm come down. Jacobs and Norm think it's possible that Tara could still be alive. Lyra is certain she's dead. Lyra tells us the tattoos we got aren't just tattoos. If we say, well, I guess they're brands, but whatever. If we say the right things, it can channel power a lot of us don't have. So her exploding makes sense, but they won't tell us how to use them. And Joe brings up the idea of scrying on the right mark to confirm whether Tara is alive or not. The scry spell put her location on a bigger island in the spine, so it looks like she's actually dead. Joe, Jacobs, Ori, and Norm go to Ori's house to get blitzed. Duncan, Crucible, and I stay behind and talk about things. Duncan suggests we either go to Adenagard or to the North Mountains to find knowledge. Then he tells us about how his mom talked to him in the lake. I threw out the conspiracy theory that maybe his mom is Umberly, since it kind of matches the story that Ori read in the Druidic book from Tara.
dealing with that, by the way?
He threw up. I go downstairs to comfort Nitma. She doesn't give me much by way of what to do, but I help her paint a portrait of Tara on the wall. The letter that gets us into Adenagard is for Harvester Doland. He lives in Holdenbreck and Adenagard. Across the river to the north is the Harvest Lands. Lyra gives us some advice and suggests Adenagard would be a good stop. They have a big library there that we could try to get into and use for research. I suggested we go by way of the underground and meet up with Koinda, but Lyra was sure there was no tunnel that went into the city. We brought up the train, and I told her about the housing unit we found. She went off on how my grandma is a bad person and she can't be trusted. She said a train under the city would be too tempting for goblins to take over. I'm upset and don't like her anymore. Ori changed the subject to maybe going to the library in the mountains, surrounded by giants, run by elves, and we'd have to get permission to go to Furbolg territory. There's a new prince, and he changed some things, not for the better. We decide to set sail for Adenagard. We run into a trading ship being boarded by pirates, and then we fought the pirates. We win. I have a pirate hat.
You did take the guy's hat.
I have a pirate hat. That is how the episode.
No way that shit fits on your head, by the way.
Of course not, but I have a pirate hat.
I don't
You
care.
should wear it right now.
I have it on my head.
No, I mean you should wear it right now.
No, I have a pirate hat. That one would fit my head. It must be an oversized pirate hat.
Are we gonna get a comically large pirate hat for no reason?
It's a big hat. It's funny.
Thanks, Norm. Thank you, Bagby, very much for the recap.
It's been story time with Bagby. You're welcome.
Whew, I'm gonna need caffeine or something.
Get this man a Dr. Pepper.
Keep forgetting we have those.
You could adjust the fit with the clever use of bags.
I believe I have decided to turn the pirate hat into a bag.
It's a pirate bag.
Is it like a stereotypical like big ass pirate hat with a big feather?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Why not?
Like we're talking like 3-corner or like Captain Crunch, like.
Motherfucker, if you think I decided ahead of time what kind of fucking hat he was wearing, you're out of your goddamn mind.
You said it looked nice.
It's a nice hat! That was the description I gave!
Either way,
Thank you. I love you.
On Bagby, it looks
Oh, there's no-
large.
Try that first.
Okay.
That's delicious.
You did a good job. No, you're drinking my drink, you fuck! Thank you. So if I drink like some of this, can you put some of that in here?
Sure.
Or no, some of what you got? Yeah.
So anyway, woo.
Okay. So if you remember properly, you cleared out the boat. You've saved.
Kind of.
It was 6 people aboard that you believe were working with, that were the people actually being pirated. And there are some amount of people on the pirate vessel as well. You cannot tell as much because it is a taller vessel and you have not really looked across yet.
We crashed it. Remember?
You did crash it. How did you crash it?
Wind.
Wind. Yes, you crashed it ashore.
Don't underestimate Ori's ability to blow.
Thank you.
I was always told I was a blower, not a shower.
I don't know what
I
that
don't
means.
know what that means either.
None of us want to know what it means.
But there are still 2 pirates locked in the I guess it would technically be the captain's quarters.
Yeah, I guess the people who are hurt are gonna party with Lawrence for a minute.
Okay. Anybody who's
We're
not
just
hurt, would you
raving
like to
about
go
Lawrence
check
on
and make sure those guys are still in there?
Aye.
Okay. So let me see if I
I
have
swear to all the gods, if you open that door and initiate combat again before we're all healed, I will lose it. It only takes a minute.
Mike, do you want us to roll for that healing every time, or can we just say that we're healed up?
No, I'm not going to worry about it. It stays around for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you standing there for 10 rounds and getting healed. I think you'll be fine.
How many points per round?
So
It's a D6 per round.
So,
if Duncan waits for us
So
to be healed,
even if
I'll
you
go
even
over
if
to
you
the
fucking
cabin
suck
with
it up
him.
on your rolls,
Otherwise,
you'd be fine.
You're on your own.
No, go.
No.
it's theoretically possible you could be.
Okay, stand there.
Oh.
Actually, do
It
roll.
is.
Just roll D6 10 times, and if you don't get there, then you don't get there. But that's what.
I needed 9 points, so
Yeah,
I got it on the first roll.
You'll get healed.
13.
Got it on the first roll? Gave you 10?
I was only missing 5.
Nice.
4.
Okay, that was
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So we're healed. Is that what we have decided?
Yeah. And I am out
How
of
much
second
damage did you
level
have?
spell slots.
4, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're healed. You're fine. It's statistically impossible for you to not be fully healed, so.
There are lots of cool pictures of pirate goblins.
That is me now.
Whoa. That one looks nightmarish. At least from where I'm looking.
You gonna Photoshop a little pirate hat on Bagby? Oh, tiny little.
Honestly, we could just start using this
You
picture.
could probably get it resized.
Is she cute or is she
It looks
evil?
like Bagby.
Well, it's hard to say.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of both.
Doesn't look. I guess it doesn't look like Bagby that much.
Bagby's a little cuter than that, but that's fine.
Is she though? Now that she's got like her emo makeup and scars and everything.
Oh yeah, we got to add the emo makeup. So okay, I'll Photoshop.
I'm sorry,
a pirate hat
she's
and
cute.
emo makeup.
She's beautiful for a goblin.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
I think you're lovely on both the inside and the outside.
This
You were
is why
Australian
you're my
for a half
best
second.
friend, Duncan, thank you.
Here's Bagby. That with a pirate hat.
Look at that cute little goblin girl.
There. That's kind of in focus. Okay.
We tried real hard.
All right. They were back here, if you remember the layout of this place. This is the main deck. This is mast. This is the grate that is now open. And stairs, poop, and then this back room here. It's the poop deck. What?
Nothing. I'm allowed to smile when you say poop.
You don't remember all of our terms from when we were pirates. You're a fake pirate.
Yay? Is that what we say?
All right. So what are we doing, ladies
Go
and
to the
gentlemen?
door over there that's
Okay.
Crucible locked. Baby and I. And there's no. Is there any portals or anything so we could look inside there?
Yeah, there's a glass in the door. So that's
I'd like to take a peek inside then.
you can't see, but yeah,
Sword comes from the glass.
it's that ship stained.
Give you a boost.
So it's
Leaded glass.
Can't really see.
yeah,
there.
leaded glass. You can see shapes and shadows. You know what I mean? But like getting good looks through, even on the clear kinds, it's all like warped and shit because it's just not formed very well.
From the shapes and shadow, then do I get a sense how many are in there?
Roll perception.
I will.
Oh, I forgot. I'm part elf, so I'm supposed to ask you. Would you like me to
15?
describe it to you, or shall I get you a box?
15.
But she's not.
It's a Lord of the Rings thing, I think.
Yeah.
15.
I know, but she's
I-
the closest thing we've got.
You had said you saw 2, correct?
2 is what I had seen.
Yeah. Did you say that out loud?
No, I did not.
Okay. So you see 2 movement things happening as well, and you think they're trying to get out a couple of port holes in the back.
Off the back of the
Yeah,
ship?
off the back of the ship.
Bagby. Looks like they're trying to sneak up the stern.
And it is on the side in which your boat is tethered next to it.
Did you leave the keys in? Is it running?
It's masters, yeah, I think technically.
What do keys have to do with the boat running?
Is there any way? How did he pound that down in there? What do I see?
It's
What does it do?
Two iron spikes.
yeah, it's
driven into the deck, like door stops.
There's no way I'm getting those out.
Want me to help?
They're trying to sneak out the back.
Okay. I'm gonna try to yank the posts right out. And that's a nat 20.
Nice.
Well, you yank him out with one deft pull. All right.
As he's doing that, I am going to use my super speedy monk skills, because I've got 40 feet of movement, to run upstairs and try and head them off.
Okay.
So that I'm,
It'd be over here.
yeah, so I'm jumping off the
They got a head
side to
sticking
get
out.
to
She
our
just
boat.
punches it.
Okay. Your boat isn't this far back because your boat is much shorter than this.
Right. One more like in
It would be like right here. The cutoff of the back of your boat is, but it was like 10 feet away. So yeah, right here.
So they're not necessarily heading for our boat.
But it is the side. I mean, there's nowhere else to fucking go unless they want to swim a quarter of a mile to shore. And
right.
Yeah. So I'm making a beeline for our boat.
okay. The ice bridge is still there.
Still there. It'll be there for an
Okay.
hour.
Roll dexterity or roll acrobatics or athletics to get down the ice bridge.
That would be a 10. I sit on my butt and I slide down it. Like I did down the other hill. Bagby really likes
No, your ass goes in the water. Roll athletics to swim.
I don't swim! 14!
I hope I saw that.
She's
Bang me!
Drowning. is
roll
the word.
perception. Did you?
No.
It probably didn't make a big splash. She's not.
Anyone else hear that? Sounded like somebody
I saw
dropped
it.
an apple in the water.
I didn't see her go in.
She said, "I'll go run him off." You said, "Okay," and then, and then he saw, Ori saw it.
Yeah, with 24.
Yeah, you saw
pineapples are-
her go in the water.
You guys take care of this. I'll get Bagby. It'll be fine. I jump into the water and I turn into a dolphin.
Ah, okay. Flipper's here to save you.
Yay!
Hopefully not eat you. Or ram you with his snout over and over again.
Did you?
Because that's how they kill sharks.
So apparently the toxin that pufferfish release
Yep.
gets dolphins high as balls. So instead of eating pufferfish, they just keep hitting them with their snout to get them to inflate with their defense mechanism, and they like keep passing it around to each other like a ball. Puff, puff, pass.
Dolphins know how to party?
Dolphins know how to party.
I don't know if that's a real fact based off the last thing you said.
Yeah, it's a thing I heard.
Patrick's trying to break it down internally right now.
No, I'm sure there's some elements of that.
I appreciate Patrick's restraint, Bar says.
I have gone up the stairs to the stern to look down to see if they're hanging out.
Okay.
Bartle over there.
Roll perception again.
I'll do better this time.
So you're able to save her easily and get her onto the boat if you would like.
Okay.
The Destiny, because it's not a high-lipped ship
Natural
either.
20 there. I get a natural 20 for looking at some guys poking their head out of
We're
panel.
looking over it. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You see
I
one
ride a
trying
battle
to
dolphin and try and punch them while they're in the
trying
water.
to push another one out the port, but he's a little thick.
Looks like you're stuck there.
What?
Looks like you're stuck.
They got a thing.
Hello?
Oh God! Push! Push me!
So instead of going onto the boat, I am going to ride Ori like a battle dolphin around to where they're standing outside the boat and punch the guy in the face who's stuck in the window.
Okay, go for it. Roll to attack.
Yes.
It's going to be like a hereditary thing. He's just going to lose.
God damn it!
You fall in the water.
I got the punch and he's so slippery I fall off of him.
Your ass is in the water
I'm in the
again.
water
Eh.
again.
I would like to go in the room.
I don't know, man. You're trying everything you can
It's going to be
here.
like a poo piglet thing.
Yeah. I'm going to go in the room to see the clusterfuck that's happening with the skinny guy trying to push the fat guy through the window.
Oh, they're both kind of fat.
Okay. I'm gonna point my spear at him.
But it's that malnutrition kind of fat that's sad.
And I got like, oh, now I feel sad. I'm gonna say, put down the fatty. Put your hands up.
Roll intimidate.
Close.
I know, right? It just hovered on that 20, but 17.
Drops.
Okay.
And then the other guy's legs are just dangling there. Hey! Oh, where'd you go?
Okay.
Don't seem like your plan's working now. Maybe you should just go back inside.
I don't think you can.
Just let us go back to our boat. Bad news.
Did you
All right.
did you follow me in Crucible?
Their boat has been, yeah.
I'm aware.
Did you follow me in Crucible?
No, I'm petting the elk.
Okay.
Is that a euphemism or?
All right.
Pet the old elk.
I want to thank you. I was not doing so good there, but good thing you're around.
Woo!
Yes, I agree. Woo.
Lawrence.
I guess I take their weapons and
Was it just those two for sure?
That's all you've seen.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, you've been over the entire boat.
do you want me to roll perception to see if there's any more in the room with me?
Sure.
9.
You don't see anybody else?
Cool.
But you're also kind of focused on them?
Yep.
Because you're in a pseudo-hostage situation with a awkwardly stuck individual.
I don't know if it's pseudo. I've got these two hostages now.
I jump off the side and attempt to grab the fatty on my way down.
Ooh, God.
Again, Battle Dolphin!
Acrobatics. You're still scrambling back up onto the battle dolphin.
You can dive and go right underneath me.
I assume that's what I have to do because you're just flailing everywhere.
You're like drawn in half.
Are we just killing these guys? Is that what we're doing?
16?
Okay, now roll an attack on the way down.
I'm not trying to attack him so much. I suppose it's a grapple.
It
then.
is a grapple.
I see. So that would just basically be a melee attack.
Which way is he facing, Mike? Is he stomach down or
Stomach down.
Probably unarmed strike.
if he was
There
like
it is.
stomach up? He's literally.
That wouldn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever.
I don't know.
Ow! Ow!
Back break for sure.
Ooh. Nope. 1.
He's in the water as well.
Yeah.
I'm better than the
Hey,
water.
battle dolphin. Roll dexterity save. Also, Bagby, roll dexterity save.
Ooh, that's very good.
Good, you avoided Duncan landing on you.
Yeah,
23.
Duncan bringing the people's elbow here.
Oh, 21.
Okay, you both dodge the flying Duncan.
Oh, there you go. It's your wrestling name.
I can't actually.
The flying Duncan. No, his wrestling name is Slam Duncan.
Okay. Flying Duncan could be one of his moves.
Yeah.
They've thrown Duncan from the ship! Attack Battle Dolphin!
Really trying to make this work, eh?
Yes!
Roll a hit.
She didn't
Get
say
him
it.
one.
Can I add my
Goddamn one.
Natural 20!
I'm also charging.
Roll full damage.
Just like decapitates him as she goes by.
Food.
Well, that is. Do you want me to roll the dice twice or just double the roll?
That's up. I generally roll twice. That's just how I do it, but I'm not going to tell
So
you.
13.
Okay, yeah, he's dead.
So, like, from inside the cabin, the fatty's just, like, stops moving.
He's kicking, and then you hear a loud snapping sound, and then the legs stop.
Oh, so we
Me-
don't.
What if me and the fire just looked at each other?
So we don't need to add the extra 3d6 from the charge attack.
Did something terrible just happen?
Ah, fuck it.
Oh,
I missed probably. 10 to hit.
yeah, that's a miss, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. And he's going to take off running.
Gotta get an opportunity attack. So he runs away.
Yes, you may get one attack of opportunity, you sick
Well,
piece of
Nat
shit.
20.
Okay,
so
well,
I'm
he's dead
guessing
now.
he died.
There,
This is the greatest
Like, oh, shit! Just slice him in half.
you had 2 people to talk to, and now you have 0 people to talk to.
We've got the other people.
We still have.
I'm sure
each
they're
other.
great conversationalists.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Look, I tried to take them hostage at first.
Okay.
You had a hostage.
I would like
You had one. It was
We
a
had
hostage.
2 and then Bagby killed one.
I would like you 2 for sure and you to all make a note that that's strike 1. And after 3 strikes, we're moving alignment.
I was not attempting to hurt him at all.
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
gonna
did.
I did. I missed him completely.
All right,
I
not
was
you.
gonna grab onto him and speak with him right there.
And in fairness, Bagby did not know what was happening in the room because she was in the water, and she literally thought they threw Duncan from the ship. Because that's all she was
The
seeing.
second time you hit him.
I was
The
like,
first time you fell off the dolphin when you were trying to hit him.
I just like killing.
we just came from a battle fighting these guys. I will take what? It's fine, whatever.
Just roll with it. Or, I'm sorry, I mean.
Shut up, Flipper.
Like, hey guys, my spear slipped. Let's go with that.
Crucible knows what you did.
I saw
He
the whole
approves.
Crucible is more murdery than the rest of you.
thing. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't see what happened in that room. I assume that your motives were justified.
Does anybody, maybe the Cleric of Death has speak with dead powers, Bar says?
I don't think he does. He might.
I do not.
Not at level 4.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. What do
that
you do
didn't
now?
go as planned, did it?
Sure it did. We saved all the hostages. Let's go talk to them. They're probably nicer than pirates anyway.
Okay.
Also, if we're really interested in these pirates, we can go to the shipwreck.
Also, it might not be a bad idea to cut one of their patches off of their arms so that we have it. Or maybe one for each of us in case we need the disguise to be pirates.
A Warforged.
Mine's pretty blood
That'd be
dyed
interesting.
at this point.
There are others.
Just Bagby, like, the headless corpse is still hanging out the porthole, and she's standing on top of Dolphin Ori. Hold still, damn it!
I am only thinking ahead.
Sorry, we're dropping frames randomly tonight. Okay. So, the crew starts to wander up from the bottom. Immediately walking up to you and shaking Crucible's hand because he's closest is a young person. Looks like this.
Hello there. I'm in the water. I can't see him.
Yeah. You guys all have
I'm
to.
headed back to the Destiny.
Okay.
Pull my stuff up there.
Yep.
Okay.
To the Destiny, Battle Dolphin!
I'd be walking over to Crucible eventually.
Pirates still hanging from your spear, or
God damn it! Never get the last bit off. Okay.
good God.
I mean, I didn't even roll damage on that. If that tells you how badly we killed him.
All right. Crucible.
They're shaking my hand, right? These people.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey, no skin off my teeth. A little joke there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, can you
Very
tell me
humorous.
What happened here? What's going on?
The trade routes, they're not what they used to be. It's when you get this close to Ara, things get a little dicey, as you may or may not know.
No, I don't know that. Tell me some more about that.
Ara, the pirate port?
Yes.
Yeah, they have backwards agreements with Adenagard. They're allowed to poach occasionally.
Allowed to.
Given contracts and whatnot, I think the current horse shit contract is for taxation routes. They call it a ferrying tax. It's amazing how many people die from taxation these days.
As I walk up hearing this, I go, did we break the law then, saving you?
No, well, maybe, but I'm sure as fuck not going to report it.
Well, I mean, is this thing allowed by law, or is it just something they turn the other way?
It's ignored by law, mostly. If they wear the right colors and fly the right flag, and then try not to kill anybody, or
I look at
get
the dead
caught
crew member right there.
Yeah.
get caught killing anybody.
Are we just listening from just in the water?
Well, I'm assuming you're all back on the Destiny
Oh, okay.
and walking back up
Still
if you would
flopping
like.
around as a dolphin.
Flop. Flop, flop.
Two questions. Did we take
David
any
PC.
pirates captive, or did we?
They did
Kill them
PC
all.
with a portrait that
The
hasn't
ones
betrayed you.
we blew their pirate ship into the rocks,
Right.
so they're probably alive.
Oh god.
Well, one would assume they would survive the shipwreck.
Are there pirates that are still alive
In
not
the
on the
shipwreck?
in this shipwreck?
Oh, you can't. I mean, roll perception. It's maybe 200 yards off.
Can I roll a wisdom save just to think if I assume they would survive a shipwreck?
You can.
Okay,
200 yards. That's quite a ways to see.
10.
5. So I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the person who would know best about shipwrecks is
Right.
still walking up the ice bridge. By the way, everybody walking up the ice bridge, go ahead and roll
Or
athletics
boy.
or acrobatics to walk up.
Switch back.
You don't even need to walk. You know that, right? Okay. I'm doing it. I want to. Cool.
He doesn't need to walk?
No, he could just have water shoot his ass up out of the fucking water.
Yeah.
Just fucking Aquaman onto the boat.
Kind of like a backwards bidet.
I can't actually communicate with anybody, but I can hear. I would drop off Bagby and roll back into the water and quick scan the ship for survivors.
Oh, the pirate ship?
Yeah, from a reasonably safe distance.
Okay, you may roll perception when you get over there, which will take you a second. You're fast, but you're not that fast. The
60 feet around.
sure.
What was your name, by the way?
I'm Christoph Lostov. Who gives a shit?
You had a picture for him, so I figured this was an actual NPC.
That I did find seconds before.
Okay, I didn't know. Sorry. All right, who gives a shit? My name's Joe.
Christoph lost it. Fuck it. Maybe I'll have him come back.
Okay.
Now you know a guy.
Tough.
We're adopting him now.
Loft what?
Lost it.
Lostiff.
Loftiff?
Lost it.
He's lost.
He's a lost stiff.
Any of your crew members injured?
Aye, but only minorly.
Okay.
Except for the dead ones.
Well, you're right. Yeah, there's a corpse right
Well,
next to us.
that was Dave. Dave's new. Dave was new.
Dave.
Okay, Dave
Dave's dead.
died. We'll just refer to him as Dead Dave.
Dead Dave.
Okay.
There's a live Dave somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere.
If he gets resurrected, he'd be formerly dead Dave.
Dead Dave. No, currently dead.
So Dead Dave's on the deck.
Undead Dave.
Undead.
Re-dead Dave. If you kill one guy.
Kill me.
I like this bit.
Welcome to the Mike and Morgan Comedy Hour, apparently, where we make jokes that only we find funny.
Fucking Dirk Industries. I don't know.
And is the ship we're on in good enough shape for them to take back? And
Yes, there's no damage to the ship, minus the harpoon shots within the side, but they're above water level, unless notwithstanding large waves. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be that big of a deal for them to limp to Adenagard, which actually is like a 2-hour, hour and a half long trip from where you're at right now. It's not that big of a fucking deal.
And really, as long as they leave him in there, they act as kind of a cork, if you know.
they won't.
Yeah, and I think you cut both of them. Someone cut both of them. Was it you?
I burned one of the ropes.
And they cut the other.
They cut the
Because
other.
they were trying to get away.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, both ropes. They're just, the harpoons are still on the side, but
Just sticking in there.
We could escort them to Adenagard.
they'll probably leak a little bit, but it's not that big a deal.
Happens when you get older.
Dribbles. Hey,
All the time, actually.
Are you with us, Duncan?
Right, I stroll up with my 22 acrobatics. Just up that bridge. I missed then.
You could do the Joker dance up the bridge with that. Oh, thank you, sir. He comes up, shakes your hand. He's already shaken your hand. Sorry, Joe. And the rest of the crew are licking their wounds and starting to look at the damages and wrapping up poor Dave. I believe you need a payment. I must confess, I'm a bit coin light at the moment.
We're heroes. We don't require any money.
Well, that's fantastic then.
What are you carrying out of curiosity?
Oh, simple grains and fibrous goods. Roll persuasion.
12. No, sorry, that's 15. I think.
You know, nothing of
Yes.
real value. Just some taxation items sent back to the capital.
Okay.
Do you have any oats?
No, that comes from inland.
Like oats?
He's got a gluten issue, so.
I hate that I'm on
You know, I could probably speak for the rest of my group over here that we don't expect any type of compensation for what we did here today. I mean, it's something that we would normally do. But I am curious, heading back into Adenagard, what connections you might have with the local politicians there.
Politicians, not many, sir. Mercantile, I can help you. If you needed to sell some wares or find a good fence. But I'm light on my political connections. I promise you, if I knew politicians, I would not be sailing still.
Well, we've got a number of things that we need to do in Adenagard, and I'm just thinking that, we may need to call upon you for a favor at some point or another.
Ah, favors. That'd be a good way to pay us back.
Where might we find you in Adenagard?
Oh, I'm always at the Floundering Maiden when I'm in port. It's a larger establishment in the port district with a certain serviceable act.
I'm already imagining the greeter for the Floundering Maiden.
Greeters have always been good to
Hi.
you guys.
Welcome to the Floundering Maiden.
Yeah, but it's like
Every fucking.
yeah, but her name ends with an I there, so
All right. Well, if you're all set, you want us to escort you to Adenagard? That's where we're going as well.
that would be perfect. Actually, it's but a short trip, but it is stressful. We need to take Dave back to his. Does Dave have family? One person on the other side of the boat.
Pushes him off the side of the road.
Goodbye, Dave! Life at sea. Oh, do you have a way to get rid of the ice sheet that you've attached to my boat?
Right. Everyone back on the Destiny is coming.
Baby. What were you saying previously? I skipped over you entirely. I totally forgot you were saying stuff.
Oh no, I'm on the Destiny. I was not there for any of
I thought you rolled for something.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I would like to use athletics to do a long jump onto the Destiny.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Because, I mean, it's possible, but acrobatics are not my friend.
Well,
10?
you can make it.
It's whoop. I go right through the floors.
2 damage,
The deck.
and you definitely scuffed the deck.
I think my pride was hurt the most.
All right.
Good thing nobody saw it.
I did. You looked like a dumbass.
Words are hurtful.
All right, you're all back on the boat?
Right.
And, and just so you know, Mike, I'm using lay on hands to heal.
Okay.
Are you still dolphining then?
We never got around
Oh,
to it.
perception, yeah. It'd be about now when you get over there anyway.
Not bad.
Actually, I wonder if I have to use the dolphin's perception. I probably do.
Yep.
I would like to use the spell, the Dolphin's Perception.
It just shows the
That could be a
natural-
bar name as well.
That's not bad.
Oh,
That's a
okay,
spoken
it's
word poetry happening there.
So, dolphin has +3 perception, so
The dolphins.
that'd be 17.
17. Bars. He trusts no man. You see that actually the boat itself, well, it has taken enough damage. It's not going to be able to sail. Like it's kind of impaled the front of the boat on some rocks. It's not that bad, and yeah, there's definitely people still on it, and they're lowering. Some of them are getting off onto shore, and some of them have lowered a couple of boats, you presume, to go get help or find something.
Well, the important part is they can't follow us.
There's no way. Yeah, they're rowboats. There's no way in shit.
I playfully nudge one rowboat over. I'm just kidding. That would be really mean.
As you get harpooned,
Okay, I swim back.
They're currently eating Ori.
No, he'd turn back into Ori. He'd just be fucked in the middle of the ocean, basically.
Fucked in the middle of the ocean. Dolphin. Alright. You swim back? Do you guys wait for Ori or...
Where's Oriox?
He was still a dolphin and went swimming. I don't know. But he can't hold that forever, so we should probably wait for him.
Right.
Are you ready to set sail?
You gone without us then? You got to wait for Ori?
The fuck's an Ori?
And land and... Gonna try and land and transform at the same time.
Roll acrobatics.
Let's see, do that little backwards dolphin switch thing that they do.
Yeah, definitely doing a backflip as the dolphin. 16.
You land fine. God damn it.
In the water.
I wanted it to be a 1 so goddamn bad.
I know.
Just snaps his neck on
quite
re-entry.
nice.
That's how you land on the deck of a boat, Joe. You should take lessons from Ori.
Wait, what happened?
I pull out a notebook and start writing. Step 1. Be a dolphin.
Step 1 is the hardest part. It is the hardest
I've got
part.
something to work on. Okay.
That was the most sarcastic journal entry I've ever heard. All right.
All right.
Roll save.
I remove the ice stairs then.
Roll survival.
And
So.
I'm going to now roll. So let's see. I need to roll well. I'm going to use this one. 14.
You're doing fine. You're just following
quite
the ship.
capable then.
Yeah, you're just following the other ship. They're capable of going a little bit faster than you, but they're not going full sail
Right.
in order to run away from you.
I step back maybe 2 boat lengths to the right.
Okay. You, little over an hour and a half, you pull up to Adenagard. And I don't have that preloaded into the mother fucking... Oop.
I've got that then.
Who's been here before? Duncan?
I've been around it.
You've probably been to the port at least.
Right. I've been to the port. I've never gone into the city then. It's not been something I've been interested in, but I am now.
How about you two?
I'll let the GM make the decision on whether or not I've ever been there. It doesn't really matter to me all that much. I mean, I've lived
Not
a
a
long
good
time.
picture.
I've probably been some places, but
All right.
I
Even or odds then?
odds or evens. Okay. Well, Ori's an oddball.
Odds?
You stopped by?
I've been there. I've been there once or twice. I haven't seen everything,
Here's what
obviously.
we'll do. We'll just bring
I'm gonna
it up
say
here.
Joe has
It's
not
not
been
a good.
I have not been there.
I'm sorry, I assume.
I just wanted it to
Oh,
be
that's
said
quite
out
nice.
loud for everyone to know that I have not been here.
Have you been here, Crucible?
Yeah, I passed through during my conscription.
All right.
It's so big.
It is large. That's at least the size of a mountain.
It's bigger than a bread box.
Adenagard.
Bigger than a breadbacks.
The whole city is effectively circular, with its building upwards the farther inwards you get. With the walls and security getting higher the farther inwards you get as well.
Right.
If you've been here before, it is unlikely that you were inside. You were farther inside than the first series of walls. It's almost impossible.
I think from what we said, it sounds like that's exactly where you guys went. Just like in a little bit.
Right.
Perfect.
Get the map for you real quick. This is how Adenagard is sectioned off. In
Right.
different districts. This is all the port district here. Probably the only place you had ever been.
Indeed.
You would definitely have been here. Crucible, this is the barracks military training grounds. All of this actually extends outside of the city a little bit. You might not have even technically been within the city when you were in conscription.
He wasn't.
There is a large training grounds outside this direction. This is the front gate.
Deluxe game of Simon.
So this is the north end along the shore here. Shore is actually up here.
Right.
This is the east end of town and entryway, and this is actually the Great Bazaar. It's a very large market that while there are smaller shops and markets throughout the entirety of the city, that is where all of the incoming trade and most importantly taxation houses and stuff like that exist. All of the money transitions
Right.
through part 6, station 6. Mostly where people live is around here, okay? Green is nicer, this is less nice. This is where you live if you don't have money, okay? And then if you live in the port, then Jesus Christ. Everything interior is shit you probably don't know about. So, okay?
Right.
Can we say that Duncan's explaining this to us? So
Yeah,
we
sure.
have kind
That's
of
what I
basic
know.
knowledge of the city.
So there's what I know. Never been beyond inside because that's where all of the, more important things are. So never
Twice.
been there before.
Is the population predominantly human? Are we gonna stick out like a sore thumb?
So, roll history, Duncan. See what you remember about it.
I mean, I will. I'm going to have to, hide and do some stealthy shit.
She's gonna have to be in a fucking backpack or something.
11.
Seagull, stop
do
it
the,
now.
do the cloak and pretend you're a halfling thing.
11.
I feel like
11.
people here are going to be a little smarter than that.
You remember seeing a lot of
Probably
humans,
just stay on the boat.
but you did remember seeing other stuff
I
too.
imagine it's like New York City. We're not really paying attention to.
Would you like to roll
They're
history?
all wrapped up in it.
Because you definitely spent a decent amount of time around Adenagard.
19.
You know that predominantly Adenagard is human, something like 70% human. Mostly because the all Adenian royalty, all Adenian, most Adenian senators are human. They promote humans. They do. While it isn't a racially motivated city, there's a bunch of that's just going to creep in. The guards don't put up with it, but you can't catch everything. The other large amount of races there's a whole bunch of city elves now, and a lot of the orcs that used to fish a bunch of them have moved into the port.
So mostly humans then? But I've seen my share of elves and orcs there. But mostly humans.
And the port's actually more diverse than most other parts of the city, so you would have had a weird
True.
So we're
weird
going,
view of what it actually is.
so we're going to the orc bar then.
Yes.
Oh wait, we're here on business. I forget.
Y'all looking for some green ladies?
I am a green lady.
You're looking for some green ladies?
No, but I am. Just letting people know. I could maybe walk around with my chin out a little bit and like pull my lip down so that it looks like I've got some tusks and pretend to be like a baby orc.
Whoa.
Baby orcs are adorable, and actually a lot of them would be taller than you. You know that when you went to the funeral.
Could you be an orc with dwarfism?
I could be the runt of the litter. And they abandoned me, and you've all found me. I don't know. I should just stay on the ship.
I don't think you should hide. I think you should just come with us, and they can deal with it. We're here.
Feel like I would
We'll make
probably
sure.
get kidnapped and or arrested.
We'll make sure that doesn't happen. You're one of us,
We stick together.
right? Be proud.
It sounds like if we have to deal with troubles based on who you guys all are, it's not going to come from the guards.
You would also know, this would something you would specifically know, Crucible. You would remember that there's a lot of guards. Crucible, the best position you could possibly get from within the march is an Adenagard guard. It's retirement or top of the class, and that's where you want to get stationed.
You know, Bagby, I think as long as you're with us, you're going to be pretty safe.
Orcum's the orc. That's not how orcs are named in my game. It's just how fucking goblins are named.
The joke was that was going to be her cover.
Oh, Orcums, yeah. I see. I thought he was making fun of my naming schemes.
No.
I'm just used to chat giving me shit. That's what I'm used to. Especially Pars.
I'll probably just wrap my hands up and wear my hood anyway and just look at the ground a lot. Hopefully no one will notice me.
Okay,
I'll wear my hood too, so that it doesn't look weird that just one of us is wearing a hood.
roll perception going into town.
I'm going to wear my helmet.
As we're heading into town, do we have a specific place we're trying to go to right now at this very moment?
Well, you're supposed to deliver that
Other
letter,
than
right?
just walking into town and seeing what the hell happens.
I feel like we're supposed to find where this goes.
That
Did
you
they-
haven't read yet, by the way.
No,
Did
it's
they-
still
did
sealed.
they tell
It's-
you where
it's
it
sealed. We're not
goes? Did they
supposed
tell
to
you
open
who
it.
it goes to, though?
Harvester
I-
something?
Yep. Harvester Dolan.
Right?
Right.
Senator
We'll probably
Harvester
have to get
Dolan's?
directions.
So maybe we stop and ask one of the guards here directions on where we need to head into.
Lovely.
That sounds
You
like
would actually know Harvester is not his name. Harvester is his.
Position.
Title, because he
Title.
lives in the harvest lands.
Yeah. The senators they're all called senators, but their first title name is actually where they're a senator of. So the senators from the Fargrass are Fargrass, blah blah blah, Harvester.
So he's a harvester senator.
Yeah, he's from the Harvest.
Right. He's the harvester.
Yeah.
His name's Dolan.
I got a 13 for perception.
I got the 23.
I got a rack.
This matters most for Baghdad.
Got a 10.
I suppose mine's an 11.
13.
Are you that cold?
No, I've got the
8 Mile?
hood up. I'm
Okay.
hiding.
She's in character.
Sorry for Bagby 8 meters. The I got him.
I like it.
Monster Kitty.
That was
The
alright.
well, with 23 and anybody else over 15.
I think 13 was the highest.
13 was mine.
Okay, so 23, Bagby. Mm-hmm. One of the bags on your hip gets more full.
As opposed to that's interesting.
You look in, and there's a letter that wasn't there. Definitely wasn't there.
I pull it out.
It's from Lyra.
It. The magic bitch.
Your text message box is getting full.
And I open it and I read it.
forgot to tell you, sweetheart. While you're in town, if you stop by the I didn't look it up before I fucking started talking.
That is a
weird
name. Sorry, Phil.
Just repeat that. I haven't written it all the way.
So
Lyra
as long
just-
as it was said.
She writes
Eat
whatever's
my
in her head, and
asshole.
she just keeps writing.
Raw.
Magic, right? Whatever she says keeps going.
Let's get some mild Tourette's.
She needs to go back and edit, I think.
It looks like you're trying to write a magic letter. Would you like some help?
Fuck you, Clippy! I mean, excuse me. Okay, no.
All right. Since you're going to the capital, forgot to tell you, if you stop by the library, look for Aegis. I don't know if he still works there, but he helped us out back in the day.
What was the name?
Aegis.
Adris?
Adris Aelbun.
Aegis Teague. Sorry, she'd put his full name. Aedrysteague.
I'm gonna guess human or elf.
I had that NPC since the start of this motherfucking game and forgot to fucking tell you guys. Realized that today.
Okay, Adris Teague, library person.
Yes. I just sort of silently pass the letter up. And then make sure everybody reads it,
Glad
and
you
I take
admit
it
it.
back. And I turn it over, and I write on the back, because I don't know how these magic things work, but I'm just going to try and see.
Okay.
I'm going to write on the back and say, you don't get to call me sweetheart anymore, period. And I wrap it up and I put it in my bag.
Okay.
Okay. Can me and Ori help Duncan bring the ship in?
Okay.
Just to assist him.
First impressions are lasting ones.
I was sure we were
Yeah.
about to skip that altogether.
Oh,
But you had
sorry.
to bring it up, didn't you?
Well, I doubt you'll roll a 1 twice, so.
The port. The port, mind you, is one long fucking thing.
Right.
That thing, by the way, is like 1.5 miles long.
This is
And
a
since
big
you don't
thing.
got a lot of money and your ship's real tiny, you're at the end.
Figured as much.
It's okay. Probably less
On the
less
boardwalk.
people walking by.
Boardwalk.
Anyway, so. Roll it again.
You're helping me.
Yep.
Better. That would be a 14.
14. Okay.
Not great, but better.
You're able to find a spot between two larger vessels.
Just squeeze it in there.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
You don't find a compact boat spot.
Oh.
So
Some asshole with a yacht parked there.
yeah. Well, no. It's like it's like fishing and trade vessels out this way. You park and you get a couple of dirty looks because your boat is real small in comparison. The boat that you followed in,
Like motorcycle parking there.
the boat that you followed in, Lostiff's boat, is actually on the small side for boats that are parked around. You're talking like military brigand troop vessels and stuff like that.
Galleons, frigates.
Yeah.
Do we gotta talk to a harbor master or anything? Or is it just kind of a free for all
Actually,
here?
upon pulling up, so
Someone will be there.
yeah, no, yeah. As soon as you pull up, there's a guy nearby. Clearly, he's talking to somebody else, but he's got a clipboard and he's clearly
Aye.
working.
I'll just stand and wait for him then.
You would know to look for somebody to pay your
Indeed.
port fee,
Indeed.
or else they will just burn your
What
fucking.
are you
boat
doing,
down.
little man? Where's your clothes at?
Where's his clothes?
He
got
did
your-
that thing where he took water and was drinking it and was just dribbling it down his shirt.
What are you
Cute,
looking for?
very cute. You little
want some-
jerk.
you want some
The
popcorn?
he fully spit water
Oh, did he?
right before his nap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chocolate.
so he's just doing that today, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Just
just
corn chips?
being like that.
They're
I think that's what
delightful.
he was doing until I did like
They
You
taste
go for a
like
dried
corn,
mango?
but not.
He would love a dried mango.
Dried mango?
Yeah, he would eat the shit out of a dried mango.
You wanna pass that on? Looks like a good one. Might be kind of big though.
Lincoln?
Chicken.
Thinking, look at Miss Laura.
Do you want the dried mango?
Yeah, I'll take that, whatever that is.
It's nature's candy.
These are really good. Like I like regular mangoes more.
Can I have a mango?
Yeah.
Just throw it at me.
Oh.
You took out his eye.
Almost got her in the face.
I don't like the bit where I don't try to grab things. I don't like it, but I keep doing it. I don't like it. Okay, so yeah, you wait for him to get done,
Aye.
and he's done, and he's just kind of looking around. He hasn't noticed you? Oh, Jesus Christ, right in the forehead.
I don't like not trying to.
You probably put your glasses down next
I
time.
don't like that bit.
Up in there.
It's not a good bit. Don't do it. It's a bit I do. It's not a fun bit.
Okay, come here.
I'll flag him down then.
Okay.
Hello there.
We need to go get you a shirt on.
Hello.
Oi.
Oh, hey there, how are you now?
Which one's you? And he points at the two. He's not even looking at yours. He's pointing at the two.
No.
Wow. Okay. What's the purpose of your trip to Adenagard?
Oh, we're heroes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. A diplomatic mission then? We're here to see a senator.
You're a great diplomat seeking a senator.
We're dropping off a letter.
Courier. Gotcha. And the length of your stay?
Keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm looking at everyone. A few days then?
Are we
Can we
are
pay
allowed
for a
to
week?
say indeterminate?
If you don't know,
A week
we
then?
ask you to pay for a week.
A week
If at
then?
the end of the week you have not paid, we give you 2 days in which we charge you double. If you're not paid at the end of those 2 days, we sink your boat.
A week then?
All right, that'll be 5 silver for the week.
Right.
I just assume anytime
give
we
him
have to
5
pay for
silvers.
things, we just look at Joe.
I lost a lot of gold.
I've got my own monies.
Armor that I'm not going to
It's
use.
fine.
I don't think he's rich anymore.
I'm still got like 20, but and I really need that IOU cashed.
Those are good mangoes.
Yeah,
These are delicious, yeah.
Okay, no more.
All right,
I know. There's so much.
all right. See you in a week.
Right. My name's Duncan, by the way. And you are?
Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
then.
I don't care.
Here, wait. He tears off a thing. You're 342.
342.
I'll be entering your boat and putting this on the front.
Right.
He steps on the boat and starts hanging a sign.
Don't go in the tent, it's mine.
What? Just talk?
All right, so I guess we head up and around.
This way, everyone.
Okay. Walking down the docks, it is. Well, there's not a lot of buildings per se here. There are a few like barn type situations for boat repair as you head down. There are also merchant stands along, clearly pop-ups, selling fish, vegetables, other traded goods, weapons, armor.
Bagby, are you
that
hungry
sort of
then?
thing. Nothing crazy, but
Maybe they have
Stuff.
turnips.
I do like turnips, but I'm okay. I ate this morning.
Right.
Like, do they sell like fish and chips or anything?
No, no, it's nothing. Nothing's.
It's like raw fish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can get the raw materials. You can get the fish and you can get the potatoes.
Yeah, I don't want that.
There, yeah, you can buy pretty much everything raw. Moving along those,
Still like scales and everything.
it's clearly like whatever trade vessels have showed up. One guy's job is to set up a little stand outside their fucking boat to see if they can barter off something.
Is there any fruit anywhere?
Yeah,
I'd like to look for some fruit.
yeah,
Is
there is a
there
fruit
any?
stand.
Ooh, what kind of fruit is there?
It's from the south and from the steppes and from the large island. You haven't been to the big island, have you?
No. Haven't been to it. I've been around it, of course. But I haven't been that on
The
it.
big island to the west?
I don't believe I've been on the island.
Way to the west.
The way to the West Island? No, I have not. Oh, well, I've been to Inkatharg.
Your notes are on. Oh, never mind. They went away.
Yeah, pretty quickly. They.
Which one? Show me. on your-
I've been to
show me.
Inkatharg. The one way down here. The big one.
Inkatharg's the name of the town.
The town, right?
The
I've been
port
there.
town there. Okay, yeah,
there.
then you would know of Tafal.
Oh.
The fruit is from Tafal.
Lovely.
It's a large volcanic island. Think big island of Hawaii. Off through it's at the end of the steppes and actually kind of ends the
Right.
steppes.
Did they have kiwis then?
Kiwis, mangoes, oranges.
I think an orange. I'd like some oranges and some kiwis.
I buy some mangoes.
Okay.
How much?
Traveling this distance, it would be probably 3 copper a piece.
I'll just buy 3 and give them a silver.
Okay.
I'd also like some oranges and some kiwis. Get a nice bag of them in. Something like, perhaps there's 5 of each of them in the bag.
5 of each.
That would be
Okay,
wonderful.
so that's 3.
3 silver.
No, it'd be more than that.
And 3 each, 10.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll buy an orange and eat it while we're walking.
Bagby, have
I
you
mean,
ever had fruit?
Mangoes. I need more.
Probably not. It's mostly root vegetables down there.
Would we have gotten fruit in
It's called an orange.
Krasden? Mike?
I do the baby with the ice cream cone.
Peel off the
Have you guys
outer
seen
part
that
of it.
video?
I don't care.
Have you seen that video of the 6-month-old? But they let the like barely functioning baby right have a little bite of an ice cream cone, and it's like a peanut thing.
It was
It's
like, it was like bunny tracks or rock.
yeah. It's something crazy flavor. You just
Almost falls off the table. The dad
Yeah,
has to put his arm around the back of this kid to keep it from falling off the table.
I still react to ice cream that way.
just grabs the whole scoop and shoves it. They had to like try to pry the baby's arms off. Baby's got strength. They go 100%. Kids go 100% all the time.
Aye.
Okay, so walking up the port, you get to actual port town area, which is this section right here, where it actually turns into buildings and stuff like that.
Right.
This is still mostly out on the water, but it is stone, well built, and old. Right about here is where you start to run into stone, as opposed to old wood. Okay. So where are you going?
Well, Lyra gave us the name of someone in the library.
You don't know where that is.
So we've got 2
So we've got to
places
go
we
up
should
to
go.
yeah, we can either go to the library or we can hunt down the senator. And so, which way should we go? I think we should visit the senator first. I mean, because
Right.
I know we're going to be spending a lot of time at the library.
Why don't we ask the guard where they are?
Yep. We approach a guard,
Okay.
town's guard.
Town guard and Adenagard, they're incredibly ornate armor, even low level. And even in this section, the port section, it's very shiny and well kept. Any dirt, grime, mud on it is clearly from that day or very recently. People who have been here before know that it is a thing of the guards in town. They are supposed to keep their armor very, very tidy.
I would like to hide.
Okay. Roll stealth. Or sneak or whatever.
10, but I can.
Also, the amount of people is intense at this point.
I can take the hide action as a bonus action
Okay.
as part of my nimble escape.
Well, considering the tree trunks surrounding you on all sides, I think you're okay.
Can,
Also, the crowd. That's going to be your biggest problem moving through Adenagard. What was that, Ori?
can we assume that we got a short rest on the boat ride?
Yeah, you all got a short rest. Walking up to the guard, he's standing out front of what appears to be a butcher's shop or grocer of some kind. That is on the first floor of a 4-story, older-looking wooden shack. At one point, it was painted. All the paint's been stripped off due to sea winds. Walking up, he was just yelling at local youths for some reason.
Utes.
Right. Those darn utes.
Those darn utes. Excuse me, you say utes?
Yeah. Utes.
Knock that shit off! God damn it!
Like, whoa there, sir.
Aye.
Mind if I ask you a couple questions real quick?
Yes, make it quick.
All right, just looking for a couple places here in town. I'm familiar with the basic layout of the town, but can you tell me where Harvester Dolan lives?
Harvest what?
Is that his name?
I don't know a Dolan.
Senator.
Harvester, yeah, senator.
Isn't that his name?
Senator,
Senator Dolan's.
Dolan?
We've gotten an important communication for the senator. We need to deliver it.
Only place I know is of the council chambers.
Right. Where's that be then?
He points at the castle sticking out from the top of the mountain.
Okay.
Right.
Do you know, I guess, what was the name of the library?
The library?
Is there, do you know what the library is?
We also need to find the library
I hope there's only one.
where there's lots of books and things.
There's bookshops.
Is there like a Royal Library or something?
The Academy Library, yeah. Aye. It's within the second tier of town. It'll be in the Academy District.
There's an academy district?
I
That's
hope you
brilliant.
have the proper papers to enter, though.
We don't as of now. Is there a way we could get them?
Market District.
Oh.
Or go through military channels.
Okay. So we can go to the military district? or
You got
market
stared
district?
at from across the table, Patrick. Shit, my pants.
Or we can always hunt down this Idris Teague.
who is probably in that library that we don't have clearance.
Kind of a shot in the dark, but you wouldn't happen to know an Adra's Teague, would you?
No.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed. Thank you, sir.
You've been
Have a
most
pleasant day.
I'm sure we will.
Oh,
You
thanks.
too.
You do the same.
Oh, are you new?
Yeah.
You'll need papers entering town.
Oh, where do we go for that?
Follow the sign.
The one that says
Signs?
get papers over there. Got it. Thank you, sir.
I would like to see your papers.
Now crossing him, you see that he's one of many in the stocks. They kind of pepper guards around, and you see a lot of guards telling people that exact same thing. Look for the sign for papers. Underneath the sign, it says, taxation is required upon entry.
Okay.
You have to pay to enter the city.
I imagine we'll head over then to get the papers.
Okay.
Are they gonna give me papers?
Sure.
Are we sure? I don't think I'm going to get papers. I should just go back to the boat.
I wouldn't underestimate how little people care. You give them money, and they'll just look the other
I
way.
too have seen Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hey, there's a goblin here. See, nobody cares. I don't actually do that.
You've done that joke before. It's funny. Them and their loud Luke. All right. Yeah, walking through, you get even in the Port District, this is a bit of a shell shock to people that haven't been here. Maybe even the people that have been here, but it's been a long time. The sounds, the smells, most of them not good. Sometimes they are. The amount of people. There's constantly music coming from somewhere, constantly arguing, fights breaking out in the street, and nobody seems to give a shit except the guards. While it is stone streets, the amount of mud and shit just caking everything is epic. There's constantly shops. The ground level of every single building is a shop or an inn of some point. You know what I mean? Everyone's selling everything all the time. There's constantly people running up to you, trying to sell you something. Flowers, breads.
Can I try to gently clear a path so that it's easier for
City walk, yeah.
the other people?
Head down. Broad shoulders.
Athletics.
Yes.
14.
You think you're doing a good job.
Not doing great, but could be worse.
Could be worse.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Bagby, I'd like you to roll athletics to get around the town as well. And not get fucking stepped on.
16.
You're doing fine. The horses freak you the fuck out that constantly come by in carts. And the orcs that... Nobody's looking for you, is the problem. You know, nobody gives a shit about people their own size, let alone somebody knee height. Occasionally you actually see, like, halflings and whatnot walking around, and they... if you'd like to make a note, they walk specifically close to the buildings.
I start to sort of do the same.
Okay.
Walk closer to the building.
Doing this, you see it's kind of its own little short person walkway.
I sort of tested a little bit and like nodded a few people just to see how the green goes.
Again, city-wise, they don't pay you a whole lot of mind, but those that nod back shorter, and it's a smaller population for sure. A lowered numbered population for sure, and it's they don't give a fuck. Nobody cares.
Okay. Sort of go, no one seems to care.
Assuming
about
I
the common."
notice her kind of part off, I would probably try and keep.
Roll perception.
Me?
Yeah. Continue.
I would probably try and keep relatively close to her so we don't just flat out lose her in the crowd.
Only problem with that is that she's staying behind any market stalls that would happen to exist, and you can't keep that path. You know what I mean?
21.
21. The only things you got to look out for here is opening doors for people leaving buildings. And straight up, nobody cares because there's orc children everywhere, there's halfling kids everywhere, and there's hobgoblins in the city. You look like a hobgoblin teen, kind of.
Why did Lyra say that I needed to wear makeup? Stupid bitch. I say to myself.
No, hobgoblins aren't green. To be fair, they're not. But they have
gray
similar
skin, right?
facial shit. You know what I mean? Especially young ones.
I keep my hood up, but I walk a little bit less, like, timidly.
The only other thing you got to look out for is you're real close to the horse shit.
I skip over that. I'm acrobatic.
Is there plumbing?
You do have like orange peel now that you can just sniff and make life a little better.
Is there plumbing in
No,
the
no, she went
Adenagard?
after the orange peel,
No, I
Steve?
ate
Or
the
is it
She
the
ate those
throw
as
it out
well?
the window sort of plumbing?
There,
Did your fingers then smell like that?
Or have you not decided that?
you wouldn't know the answer to that
Okay.
because you haven't been there.
Do I see anybody hucking shit out of a window?
Not out the window, but you see people hucking stuff into grates in the ground.
Okay.
Dirty water and stuff. So there's some sort of something
That
under
is
the
a sanitation.
Probably not like indoor plumbing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Instead of throwing away my orange peel, I
but there's
tuck it
at
into my
least rain
range
runoff.
It's
sort of-
better than just literally throwing it in the street.
Yeah,
Sorry, Phil. What?
I'm sorry.
So instead of throwing out my orange peel just willy-nilly on the street, I stuff it into my reagent pouch.
Roll history. You read a lot.
Are you
I do
composting
like a
then?
15.
Most things are good for something.
You would actually know
green.
the city was originally, before the Denians moved in, this city was originally built by dwarves, and it does contain sewer.
It does contain what?
Contains sewer and irrigation.
Ah.
This was originally built by the dwarves for the elves.
Ours. They know what they're doing.
Fucking
Which
colonists.
which totally explains the intricate nature of all of the walls and the shining texture of all of the walls and castle. Despite it being almost 1,000 years old.
Did the dwarves? This is a little off topic, but did the dwarves build the big ass bridge for stone? I'm just wondering, what did humans build?
Nothing. They
They've
came
only-
in and they took everything from
Well, the
everyone
humans
else.
like,
have only
we built
been
some shacks in Krasden,
the
that's
Denian
about it.
Empire has only existed for about 350 years.
Yeah, but I mean, in the real world, empires built really nice shit in that time period.
It's true. You don't. I mean, you wouldn't know.
But you don't need to build it if someone else already
That's
built
true.
it.
That's true.
No, you just go in and take it
You
from
could
them.
build something nice of your own, though.
It's almost as if colonialism is a small subplot of something I'm talking about.
Do you see the papers place?
Yeah. Basically, there's a big ass gate. Come back to. There's a big ass gate right where the main wall starts for the city,
Because gay.
and there's two large barn structures built into it that you have to go through, and they have customs taxation papers just plastered all the fuck over these things. Now the gates are fucking huge to get through. I mean, you could take any manner of large cart or like you could go 3 wide carts to get through this thing. But the amount of guards and the fact that they can slam these gates shut at any goddamn moment. And the lineup is kind of long. It is.
Good thing I've got these Kiwis.
You don't have a cart, so that makes the line a little shorter. You just have to go through one of the side things. You guys end up standing there 20-ish minutes as you move through the queue.
Well, that's not so bad.
Easier than a line at Disney World.
As you get in, it's pretty simple. It's pay your entry fee. They get your name, take a handprint, an inked handprint, and then pitch you into town.
What do I do with this?
Duncan,
Is there a place to
could
watch?
you
Can everybody think about your tiny friend for a second? She got a look on her face.
I bet they don't care. I don't know. See what they. Are you with us? Like, did you catch up to us at the customs
Oh,
place?
no, I was staying in line with you.
Yeah,
I
we were always there.
against
Okay.
She never left us per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
Can I
waiting
even
then.
see over the desk? Or the post?
No. Definitely not.
So yeah,
Do you want to boost?
Yeah.
Hello?
You see somebody peek out from from behind the desk. Did she go first or last or?
I'm behind her,
Okay.
so she's before me.
I'd probably go somewhere in the middle just in
Right.
case something happens.
Okay. Who went first?
Me, since
Okay.
I said I was clearing the way, I guess.
Okay.
So sure.
Anybody else?
I'll go second.
Okay.
Then Bagby, then
Okay.
me, then
Maybe.
Okay.
Crucible.
Yours works a little different. You actually know that. There's, you have no handprint.
You
There's
just do like a.
Clunk.
no. They do a thing.
You're
Do a
an example.
special thing.
No, they have a. You would know this. They actually have a caricature. No, like a written. What your face looks like.
Oh. I assumed that there was some sort of tracking marks, kind of like a serial number or something like that, that they would be tracking because he was constructed.
You know what? Military service. Actually, you would have.
Probably would
You would
have
have.
something like that.
You would have markings.
Reaching for his
Military markings.
Okay.
Which actually. I mean,
Might help. We'll see.
You might not have to.
actually flags you as a veteran,
Yeah, I probably get.
and they do treat veterans okay.
Yeah, I probably get 10% off
That's
at the Floundering
lovely.
Maiden.
It's the best photo background.
Maybe for the buffet. Every quality strip club has a buffet, by the way. I'm just saying.
Might not be a
It may not be a quality buffet.
Is the Flounder Maiden a strip club?
It had
It
services.
seemed to imply that it was partially a
Oh.
Brothel.
Yeah.
breath.
Oh, okay.
You have a girlfriend.
I do.
You sounded way too excited about that.
I'm looking up pictures of Ravnica from Magic the Gathering right now to look for to like get interior city pictures. I'll find it in a second. Fuck it.
Joe goes first.
Aye.
New or returning?
No.
All right, ink. Pushes out an ink stamp. Put your hand in. On this bit parchment, please. Press deep. She rolls her hand around a little bit for you. All right, other hand. Go ahead and sign your name, or whatever marking you use.
Should use my left hand for the ink. Hope you don't
It's
mind
fine.
ink on your
Yeah,
pen.
it's fine. We're used to it.
Alright, I sign.
Joseph Swanson.
Swan song.
Joseph Swanson. All right. That'll be 1 silver.
Okay. Can you make change?
Aye.
I would hope so. They
Didn't
so
have
many
any
people
silver.
coming through here.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do that. However you want to do that in your own stuff. Yeah. Gives you change.
I was just making a joke, yeah. Okay.
All right. Will you need any other additional papers?
I don't know.
Library.
Where I was looking to go visit the Academy Library. Is that something I can
You'll
take
need
care of
two
here?
tier 2 papers. Do you have a reason for entry, specifically written, or papers, other such papers garnering your legitimacy for entering the area?
No, I do have a legitimate reason, but I guess I don't really have any papers or anything.
What is your reasoning?
I need to visit a dear Teague. He's a friend of mine, and she asked me to check in on him.
I'm sorry, we cannot justify that reason.
Okay.
Although between you and me, you could probably go to the secondary, and maybe they would know who you're talking about.
Okay. That's over by the merchant area, right?
Yes, it's on the east end of the city.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Much more friendly and helpful than the DMV.
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
gets
nice.
quicker if they're nicer. Anybody halfway intelligent is nice in these situations. It just ends then. It just ends. You don't have to be, hey, how was your day? You just have to get through the goddamn thing without being a dickhead. Sorry.
Which is why I didn't give her any shit when she said she couldn't do it. It's like, where can I? Okay.
Buffets
thank
better
you.
have sneeze guards. Goddamn right they have sneeze guards. Especially in a strip club. They have sneeze guards on the stage.
Those are queen guards at that point.
All right, next up.
Oh, hey there, how are you now?
Let's see. Okay, first time.
I've been here once, but it was 60 years ago.
Aye, Elf. We don't have those records. Name and marking, please. And we will add this to your previous. If you've been here before, it will take a few days, however.
Oh, okay. Ori Twinkletits.
Twinkletits, gotcha. And you spell that.
Twinkletits.
Kind of seemed like you needed to remember how to spell your own name there for a second.
You know,
I'm just joking.
It's
Fuck it.
It's
Just
strange. You don't have to spell your name very often.
additional papers.
We are acting as couriers to get a letter to a senator from the Harvester District, Doland.
Aye. Any proper certification of that messaging?
There's a seal on the letter.
I can see the seal. If I can notify, let me see the seal.
Ooh, ooh.
Are you all together?
Yes, I yell back.
Oh, you.
Here?
Okay, that one. Anybody else?
Hello,
Down there?
I'm down here.
Ah, Halfling. Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
Sorry about the. We have to apologize all the time. Seal, please. One moment. She goes back and starts flipping through a book behind her, looking at the thing. First stone?
Aye.
Up.
Yep.
All right. She goes up, starts doing stuff. Never had 5 for a courier before. Is this a guarded piece?
Aye.
A little bit. We're taking care of this among other things.
Oi, come back.
Yes.
Here's your money. Couriers get in free.
Oh. Thank you.
You just open with that next time. I know you're new.
Will do.
Here's your parcel back. You're free to go. I need everyone's markings, however, before they enter.
I have to unwrap my hand because.
like-
Because you got that swole.
Well, I wrapped them to hide the green,
Hide the green.
and so I unwrapped my hand. And I'm
She pushes. No, she has to hold it down because it's not. All right, you got Do you have markings? She's asking for your signature.
Bagby.
Do you have a last name?
Nope.
Okay. Last name?
We don't have them in my culture.
Tribal thing. All right. What town are you from?
Krasden?
Krasden?
Yep, that one! That's the one!
All
That's
right.
where I'm from, too.
Well, I said that loud.
All right. Bagby of Krasden. Gotcha. When asked for surname, use that.
Okay.
Ooh, it sounds so official.
Goes through you as well. Comes to you. First time. We don't. I'm gonna have to call a guy.
Not your first time.
Is this your first time to the city?
Actually, it's not my first time to the city. I was actually conscripted here.
Your military markings would be on one of your arms.
Yep, here it is.
Oh, aye. Let me do a rubbing real quick.
Kind of tickles.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh. Markings.
Warforged are very ticklish.
Crucible.
It's called a kiwi. You don't eat the fuzzy part.
Aye, Master Crucible. Retired?
From the military, yes.
Like, oh, Kiwi on me.
However, I do have
Better
a
not to eat
question.
the fuzzy parts.
With my military background, would
I
I
like
be
to
able
break
to
it
have
apart
access
and
to
then scoop
the
it out.
library system here, the academy?
You'd be able to access
Well-
anything in the military district, save the general's offices. But
as much as I like the
secondary of that,
Here,
no, I'm
try
sorry.
a mango.
But with your courier ship,
don't
you
eat
can
the middle.
access tier 2 of the city.
The first
Uh,
time
the-
you saw a mango?
The academy is in tier 2
That's one way.
if you have not been before.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service to the march.
I appreciate it.
So just smushed up all the meat in them. So
Next!
Like a smoothie.
That works.
Well, that was all of us then.
All right. So we're.
I don't know if the rest of you caught what was just said, but as couriers, we do have access to tier 2 areas,
Oh, well, that's convenient.
in which the library, I believe, is part of.
Great.
That's lovely.
I guess we should head over to the merchant district then.
I think the mango is my favorite.
Ah, sorry, I already ate the other two.
No, that's okay. I'll find
Mangoes
more.
are so good.
I know. I love kiwis too, though.
Mango smoothies are like
I
one
don't
of my
like
favorites.
kiwis. I
You
don't
like
think.
kiwis? You just cut them in half and then scoop them out with a spoon.
I don't like the texture of kiwis.
Really?
It's because you ate the fuzzy parts? You're not supposed to eat that
Have you tried
part?
kiwi pizza before?
No. Is it like
Did
what,
you
what
try
else
it?
do they put
I saw
on it?
pictures of it on
Like
the
ham
internet.
and stuff.
So it's like pineapple,
It's
but with
similar
kiwi.
to it, but with kiwi. Yeah.
Huh.
It's actually pretty good.
I would
I like
prefer
pineapple if I'm in
kiwi.
the mood for it, like pizza.
You know what? This is a pretty good background for it.
I would prefer kiwi on pizza to pineapple. I really don't like pineapple.
I love pineapple.
Pineapple
Yeah, I
is
like
one of the
pineapple.
best
Now I
things
want
ever.
pineapple pizza. Maybe I'll have that for dinner.
I prefer the pineapple to be crushed and spread out more, though, instead of big chunks. Same way with
Oh, like when they do a ring on the pizza? I don't like that.
no.
Yeah.
No, little pieces,
Yeah.
so you get a little bit in every bite.
That's like when sometimes when you get pepperoni, they have like the slices that are like this big, and then like half the slice doesn't have any pepperoni. It's like, no.
And with the
Yeah,
cream
that's
cheese, I
good.
don't like the big chunks. It's like small.
You should put it behind everything else.
Hey, you should shut your fucking mouth. How's that sound?
What?
We should do a cooking
That's
podcast.
very possible, Bars.
What do you say?
He says, I think if someone brings Porkums a fruit basket, he'll flip to supervillain.
I don't know if he'll flip to supervillain, but he's fucking moving to fall.
Porkums would lead the charge to take over Adenagard if he knew that fruit was a thing.
His ass would move in with the orcs real goddamn quick if he knew fruit was a thing. Alright. Yeah, makes sense how those orcs are so goddamn thick. It's fruit, grains, and fish. That's it. That's what they fucking eat.
I could live off of
Lots
that.
of manual labor.
Yeah,
I literally could live off that diet. Fruit,
I could
grain, and
too.
Fish.
That sounds great. All right. Oh, this is so good with like it mixed in. Oh my god.
Phil, do you have any Diet Dr. Peppers in there?
There's some more right there, I think.
Yeah, I just wondered if there are any cold ones. I'll take a warm one if we don't have any cold ones.
We can throw some in the fridge after this
Nice.
one for you.
Thank you.
It's cold down here, so it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
low room temperature.
they're chilled.
All right.
Actually, it's really cold.
Yeah.
I think it feels great down here. I don't know.
I like
I'm
it.
fine
I
now,
throw on a
right?
hoodie and I feel amazing down here.
But
The
just, like, feel it. It feels like it's cold.
Yeah, it's refrigerated.
especially when you get like 7 goddamn people in this fucking place. The okay, so you move into the port, and it's like the background suggests, and I'll show a better version of that. Yes, also what you did. It's very. The initial part you enter into is large, just outside of those, right? There's a little opening. The only times the streets open up farther than 2 carts wide at widest, right? Is when there's a well. And there's a well maybe every 200 yards or something like that. 150 yards. There's a well that people are pulling water out of constantly. This city is dense, and it feels overly dense. It's definitely more populated than when you were here and then when you were here. The Port District specifically is out of control. There's people clearly living between buildings, you know what I mean? In tent-type like structures and lean-tos and whatever wood they can gather to make shacks. The streets are full.
Apparently, bars made it canon that when I was here, the one time I was here, was when my father brought me here to the Academy District and just forgot me there for a week.
He thought he popped down for a baguette and some coffee and then came back a week later.
I mean, surprised he remembered you after a week.
Was better than he usually did.
Academy District, you probably learned quite a bit. Although I'm not sure. We'll say it's canon. Fuck it.
You enrolled yourself in space camp for the week.
Yeah. I don't know how his stinky ass got into the fucking Academy District, but he deserves to be there, talent-wise.
May the best days of your past be the worst days of your future.
Oh, it's delightful.
This one's really big.
Wow.
Is that Knob Creek?
In mine. Yep.
That's way better.
Whew.
Oh, wow.
I didn't smack it, so it smacked me right in the face.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, wandering around the city to get to the market district, yes? Because that's how you get in. Do you go the north or south way? Southway's through most of the residential districts, which these two would know means windy side street type situations. North District means going through the military district.
Is that something we can do?
Yeah, you can travel through. I mean, there's whole streets that go through it, and there's living accommodations through there as well.
Right.
But motherfucker, the amount of guards, and not just guards, military personnel coming back from the march or getting ready to go to the march. So basically that place is armories, barracks, living accommodations for personnel that work there, that are civilian personnel that work there, and then shit that military personnel want to do in their off time.
Brothels,
Bars. Brothels and bars. And like, heavy restaurants.
I don't know.
Let's.
I feel like Crucible's history might be a nice way through.
If you're
Take
equal
that.
distance, I would vote we go whichever way doesn't smell as bad.
I feel like there'll be less pickpockets and
Going through the military
thieves going
district.
through the military district.
Military district, there's no crime whatsoever.
Right.
Also,
Well,
in the military
That's, yeah.
in the military district, we could keep our ears open and see if we hear any of the guards or the people who are coming from the front lines talking about things that might be happening in and around the crutch. We can do some good spying.
Crutch, nobody would be there.
Or, like, just in and around what.
Do humans even know about the
The
crutch?
the Adenagard, it doesn't, as best as you know, they are not aware the crutch exists.
Wow.
Which is a thing that holds up the entire city.
But they could give us some information that we can.
Which, you know, it's almost as if the goblins have a spoopy amount of power. And have for some time now. You know? With flying machines. And electricity.
Do they have guns?
You would know they have cannons and guns.
But you don't know what those are.
Yeah. I guess I
well,
would.
cannons.
You're right.
And underground.
No, you wouldn't know
I don't think
cannons.
we do. Like,
You don't know what cannons are.
from the naval vessels, I don't think he's really described them as having cannons.
It's siege warfare.
Harpoons.
Harpoons,
Like boarding
ballistas,
tactics for the most
catapults, that sort of thing.
Okay.
They are not joking 500 plus years ahead of where humans are.
Indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
It's magical. Someday you all will learn.
They're living in the 80s. You guys are living in the 1600s.
I poop in a bucket and then throw it outside.
We don't even have toothbrushes
Into
here?
Ori's house.
I got good athletics. I can make that poop fly.
Go in the tent.
I'm just
That's where I
composting your
keep my
tree.
toothbrush.
You mean fertilizing?
Whatever.
He doesn't care. He doesn't know.
Oh my.
All right.
I was thinking about shopping for something actually useful while we're in town, but turns out most useful things are very, very expensive.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
no money.
Jesus Christ. It's very expensive to do, like, good
And
things.
it would be shopping in the capital. And
To be fair, though.
hack those prices.
To be fair.
Oh, yeah, the prices are going to be jacked up while in the capital. But, sorry, I keep saying it. I don't know why. I keep saying it. It's a thing I've attached to today, I guess. You can find, if you have the coin, you can basically find anything in the city. I'm going to tell you right now.
I walk past all these shops with really nice.
You're talking,
plate mail.
legitimately, you're
I just
talking
look at
about
it.
walking through Manhattan as best as you guys are capable of. You know what I mean?
You went did stuff with 300 gold, but
Right now,
that's
you're
like
in the port, you're walking through
1
Harlem. But
2,000 gold.
Plate mail's regular.
Don't
plate
need
mail's
much.
1,500.
it is shiny. And it smells good.
I only spent 50.
Coming out of a lot of the restaurants.
Right. Got a bag of oranges and kiwis.
That is true.
What else do I need?
A lot of people would even be like, that's pretty good. All right. Okay. So you're going through the military district. So you're heading north. I will pull that up real quick to have you all look at it. You're heading through this red section here.
Right.
It's very long. This map isn't perfect, but yeah. Again, this is a lot of the people that live here expensively or live here because they are civilian military personnel. You know what I mean? They're accountants. They're armorers, pages, senators. A lot of senators actually live here. This is something he would know, especially if they're from where the march generally happens. You know what I mean? Generals, stuff like that. It's opulent in sections, small sections. and degenerate in quite a bit. But a lot gets forgiven for a select group of people. You guys would legitimately be targets if Crucible wasn't here.
Targets by who?
Military personnel that are on leave.
Like just randomly attacking people?
No, just like, hey, we want your money.
The crimes done by those that usually stop the crimes other places?
This is the showing of the mafia-esque mentality that is the actuality of the military of the Adenian Empire. A lot of brothels, a lot of prostitution, a lot of drinking and drugs, and Crucible would probably be aware of all of it. You probably haven't seen much of it because there's no purpose for you to be in town. Also, they probably didn't treat your kind very well. But
Out to the low ranks, kicking it up to the higher ranks?
I mean,
It
who's
happens.
gonna a couple of privates beat up a prostitute? Maybe they'll get a couple lashes.
Maybe they'll get a punch in the face from me.
No, but that's how it is in the military district. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just saying. Bagby will punch some dicks.
Yeah, it'll be bad if we see something bad happening.
Yeah, Bagby will punch some dicks.
You know,
Bagby and Duncan will
I'm
go
not
full
gonna
vigilante.
can't stand for that either.
Yep.
Crucible, your military background was extensive, correct? Based on what I
Yes.
remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, I thought we were going the way that didn't smell as bad. Smells like
You said that even the senators would be living in this area?
The outward
you,
senators,
Kiwi.
the mountainous ones, the ones from the sands,
Kiwi?
where you were actually
I'm
awake,
fine.
where you wake up.
Okay.
Lisden, where the language,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
I don't eat that.
Your language you got for free. Those type of guys.
It's like biting into a monkey's test.
Let's be clear here. It's southeast, and they're brown. If they're senators here, you know what I mean.
So our particular senator, Dolan, would not be in this area.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Harvester would not live here.
Yeah.
He would live in the market, or he would live in the second tier, or he'd have an apartment in the capital district.
But we're not delivering to his home because that's
Harvester's a
protocol and
big
we
deal.
Don't know where he lives.
Harvester's a big deal. I mean, it's literally the grain capital of the empire. So,
Aye.
and his hometown, quote unquote, is like 15 miles outside of fucking town. 15 miles outside of the capital. So, he's a horse ride away from traveling between his two houses.
And I'm sure he probably lives somewhere more like in the 3 area.
Yeah, actually, okay. So,
That's just me
if you
guessing.
guys, if you guys, do you want me to tell you the interior?
We probably
When we
find
get
out
there.
as we go,
When we
right?
get there.
When we get there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We haven't seen it yet. So, we're trudging through.
I want to find the big key that goes into the center of this.
Right.
gotta
Opens
be
up. The whole thing flips over.
Crazy
then.
how that's designed, right? Crazy how that's designed, right? Key to the empire.
The key was friendship the whole time.
No, it's not. The key was gold. Are you kidding me?
We haven't gotten much of that.
Or land. Could be land.
I mean, it has been many years since since Crucible has been here.
And if
many
anything,
years.
you were outside you were out here.
I was like an 8 and north of that.
8 and north of that.
Yeah. That I may have strayed into.
You could have gone into 8 if you wanted to, but there's no reason for you to go into the debaucherous. You're not going to drink. You're not going to fuck.
But what
That,
I'm
like-
saying is I may have gone into the port area and possibly the market area
Yeah.
if we were assigned for any type of, in a lack of terms, constabulary roles or anything
Right.
like that as a guard in order to do any type of policing or anything.
Well, you
like
would have
that.
done that. That would have been part of your training to
But
do a little bit of
I never
guard
would
duty.
have gotten into tier 2 or down.
Hell no,
lower
you'd have never been in
areas.
a tier 2.
Yeah.
Not even close. You probably have seen the gates.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, we're looking for the closest way into tier 2.
It's in 6.
It is in 6.
That's the
We'll have to go to 6.
that's the
right.
market district.
Very good. Then there we go. That's where we're headed.
Very few people that don't have a shitload of money live in tiers in 6. It's trade barons, people that own a series of shops. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or again, senators. There's a shitload of senators. There's a shitload of senators.
Where's the main gate? Or are there multiple ones?
There's one there. and one there.
To the city, there's the main gates right here.
Okay.
And then just directly
Okay.
moving into tier 2.
And then the Titans came from which side?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You fucking weebo, son of a bitch. You and Jesus. The
I actually relented from making an Attack on Titan joke earlier.
Because they had 3 sections, didn't they?
They did.
3 walls?
maybe. I've seen 7 episodes of that series. The
It's better,
I'm sure.
honestly.
I just
Seen live action.
No. Is it really?
I thought so.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Attack on Titan. It's an anime. It's actually
There's a
one
live
of the.
action of it?
It's actually one of the better
2
animes.
movies.
Oh, they make live action animes and shit. They're great, generally. Not Death Note. The
Death Note was not a good
I wasn't a huge fan of Death Note to begin with, though.
yeah, Death Note was.
Watch, I tried to
The,
watch Full Metal Alchemy, the live action. It's terrible.
Did you watch Brotherhood? The
The anime?
yeah.
Right?
They made Death Note.
He
I
was
didn't know
saying
there
he was
was a
saying the live action
action
one
of that.
sucked.
The live action
All
is
right.
terrible.
Let's get back to it.
So we are currently walking through the military
Military district. Roll perception, all of you, and it means different things for each of you. I won't tell you what.
6.
Ooh. 24.
You're looking at all the swole bros. There's so many swole bros,
Okay.
and they're not all dudes. You know.
Well, I mean,
You know,
Jacobs is my girlfriend. So.
I know you're looking at all the biceps do with something for you. So, what? 10. What? There's just a lot of armored boots that you're desperately trying to avoid right now. And Ori?
16.
16, okay. So 16, Ori. You see clearly a fight getting broken up by guards between military personnel. You're at the tail end of it when you guys walk up, right? Mm-hmm. Again, this place is thick with motherfuckers, but the fight was nobody won. You know what I mean? Everybody lost, sort of situation.
right.
And they are
Everyone
both
lose? Look at the
in.
fight like that. Everyone loses.
They're both in off. What you can clearly tell is off-hours military garb, and look drunk as shit. They look not close drunk. Standing out front of large bar / inn that has windows with ladies dancing in it. The You'll see one of the elder statesman guards.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking up the fight is somebody you actually served with. His name is Erdrind Blackborn, and he's a half-orc. Great axe wielding motherfucker that you've seen cleave in half more than one human being. He's in very nice armor that he definitely never wore when you guys served together. And he's got all the markings of captain at this point. He does not notice you.
Okay.
He's a big dude, older now, gray hair.
Okay.
But you spent a lot of your time in the same platoon as him.
I decide not to engage with him at this point, but make note of it that it's someone I can return to.
Okay, yeah. And he's wearing captain's guard for
Okay.
guard in town. I mean, he's in charge of people.
Yeah, because I don't know that I want to draw attention to us at this moment.
Sure. And you can walk straight by. Not a big deal.
Well, I see that these two individuals had a tilly, but don't.
Might have been over Tilly.
But I suppose, considering everything we had been through lately, it might be a little bit hypocritical for us to go up there and give them a lecture about it. So,
I mean, murdering the fuck out of some pirates not too long ago?
that, yeah.
Okay. So you move on past. The rest of it, you're able to move through the district just fine. Based on what I remember, it was pretty early in the day last time, you guys moving through all that stuff. It would be like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock by the time you got to the end of the military district. So waning sun, long shadows because the walls and the nature of the buildings, you know what I mean? By the time you hit the market. And the lanterns are being lit in the market. Crucible, this is actually something you probably liked in town. Because the market never sleeps. And is always alive with people selling stuff, people buying stuff, people having a good time. The amount of bards and bands and food.
The sound of music?
While you never enjoyed food or whatever thing like that, walking by and watching people have a good time, and then listening to music as bands played, and seeing people look at jewelry and stuff like that. This place, for a more wholesome good time, the market's pretty good.
Oh, this seems like a much nicer place.
And it changes kind of abruptly. It's like 3 blocks or something like that. It just turns in tone.
I did not expect that. I had never been to the military district before. It really gave me the heebie-jeebies. No offense there, Crucible.
Oh, not at all. It's been decades since I've been there, but I do want to tell you all now that we're out of the military district that there was the gentleman that was breaking up the fight, the captain of the guard there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I did serve under him while I was here, and at that time he seemed to be a pretty upstanding person. So if we need to have some sort of communication within the military district, I think I could probably reach out to him.
Well, do you suppose he remembers you?
I don't know for sure.
Okay. Well, it's certainly better than nothing.
Correct.
It's probably been 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not an easy person to forget, Crucible.
Well, there was a lot of Warforged working with him.
It's not just that you're a Warforge, why you're not forgettable. It's because you're quite a good person.
Well, I'm just saying that there's, a lot of people come and go. But I appreciate what you're saying.
Right?
Now kiss.
No.
For everybody else, if there was ever a part of the city that actually smelled good, this is the one. The amount of food being cooked in this place.
Toasted almonds is what I'm smelling.
Oh yeah, toasted on.
Like the mall at Christmas
Okay, you're
time.
having a stroke.
No, it's like going through the mall,
The mall at
during
Christmas
Christmas time.
Yeah, kinda candied
Everyone's having a
nuts,
stroke.
the fruit, meat of different kinds being cooked, all sorts of fried foods and freshly roasted vegetables with spices flowing off.
Does anything smell so good that we can actually Tex Avery style levitate? As the
Probably a lot of it, honestly. There's a reason that this
On the
one
order.
district of town, and it's, man, in total, it's from, if you go from the longest point to the longest point, it's less than half a mile. You know what I mean?
What time is this?
For
5-ish.
Evening 4 to 5.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting some food.
Yeah. You can basically get anything you want here, too.
We're kind of getting it to go though, right?
Yeah.
I get a actual Chicago dog
There you go.
with everything on it.
Probably closer to a brat than a hot dog, but yeah.
Okay.
I get the Mexican street corn.
Street corn! The elota.
I'm fine. I've had 2 oranges and 2 kiwis. I'm good.
you actually
How's it all?
You sure you don't need your first
No, I
ever
ate-
fish
I just
stick?
ate it straight down. Just, like
You ate the stick.
There's a steak made of fish.
No, I think you misheard him. He said fish dick.
God damn it.
It's a grouper folded over a stick in spicy grilling.
Of course I want that.
Everybody pay 2 copper for whatever the fuck.
okay.
And while tasting things doesn't do much for Crucible, he sure can enjoy the aroma.
Yeah. You can smell, can't you?
It's a weird kind
They,
of
they
food
do have
porn
all
for you.
5 senses, but since they don't actually eat, tasting is kind of a weird thing.
You-
Yeah, but you can
Power
taste just for the sake of it.
Right.
Do you have a
but-
mouth?
Yeah.
You do. Yes. Okay.
I would get a Caesar
I guess I just
salad
kind of
lettuce
imagined you were
wrap
like a-
It's,
with
kind of a, it's more of a
faceplate
Josh
with-
type thing.
yeah.
burnt-
that goes up and
burn
down.
and
Yeah.
prime rib
There you go.
in there.
That's some. That's
So
some
do you
good
just
stuff.
like chew up food
I
and
get
spit it
my
out?
Mexican street corn because I don't have any coppers. I
fine.
only have
That's good.
silvers.
fine.
And then I buy enough
All taste, no
fruits
calories.
and like root vegetables that I can stuff in my bags to make up a silver.
There's a vegetarian roaster. Properly smokes and roasts.
You're not like my cousin Porkums, but you and me were going to be good friends.
We'll say it's elf. Elves make sense for this.
I will be by here multiple times while I'm here.
You and me were dating. You don't know it yet.
Will you cook me these delicious foods all the time?
No, I was doing it as you. Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
No.
Okay,
He
bye.
was not a big Russian man at that point.
Okay,
It was not
Join me your date.
It was not John John Sobieski. The Soberski.
Okay, bye.
Do they have uplifted bears in 5e?
No.
They're the best.
You could probably homebrew one.
They're bears that stand upright with thumbs. They're great.
They have hands,
Yeah.
like for some reason.
So basically, they're like the musical Cats. but bears.
Yeah, but they didn't do terrible things to their face, and they left their genitals.
Genitals. Yeah.
Sure.
But they have hands.
They have hands. Big fingers.
They're, I mean, in Starfinder, they're huge. They're like 11 foot tall. So they have big everythings, I would imagine.
There's some sentient races that are bigger than that in 5e.
Except for
Like
Kevin.
Minotaurs.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Giants.
Goliaths aren't bigger than that, are they?
Goliaths
No, they're
are
like 8
8,
feet.
about 8
Yeah.
feet tall, yeah. Goliaths are sweet. I haven't integrated them all, but they're sweet.
Kind of thought you were going to do that with the mountains.
They're... Spoiler, there are some of them.
We just haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we haven't been
There
there.
you go.
It is. It's why why do you think the humans grow so goddamn big up there? The it's furbogs and Goliaths that exist. They're all just fucking big.
Gotcha.
Okay. So yeah, it's easy to find the gate moving into tier 2. It's again 5 o'clock, 5ish. After you guys getting food, enjoying just kind of perusing the market because you haven't gotten a day to just relax a fucking all. Do you find a place to stay? Do you move on into the 2nd district tonight?
Second district's going to be quite expensive. If we go up there and try to find some place to stay there,
Probably cheaper to stay here.
we could
Plus,
stay somewhere.
the Senate might be out for the evening.
Probably.
The
At
academy might be
At
closed
like
too.
2. They go from like
Like
11 to
11
2.
to 2. And there's an hour and a half lunch in there.
11:30.
Man,
Most of what the senators do is just weird lunch meetings.
Meat.
Yeah, shake
Yeah.
hands, suck dicks.
they live
Shake
a rough
dicks.
life.
So we
Suck
should
hands.
find a place to stay.
So I asked the Chicago dog vendor where the best place to stay is. Not the best. The
A
place he
moderately-
would recommend to stay at.
I'll
You
have
have
your
your Holiday Inn
$5
Expresses
bottle
around?
of wine.
You know what? A Holiday Inn Express is good enough for
Not
us.
so much of.
Oh, there's inns all over the place.
What would you recommend? Like, let's say a cousin of yours came into town. Where do you recommend they stay?
In my house.
Where do you live? No,
Not for you.
just kidding.
I live south in the residentials, but I would look for a hotel moving into District 7. I think that's a good idea. There's hotels a little farther off the trade and moving into into the 2nd tier. It's a little better there.
I hope it's not a Super 8. They always smell like curry.
Like what?
Dude, I went to Andrea and I got drunk in Omaha once and stayed in
You know, the
best
spices-
deal
Oh, curry.
hotel. There was literally
I love
blood
it
on the
when you say a
walls
word
of the
that I just
bathroom.
straight up don't understand. I'm like, is he trying to say curry?
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
stayed at a hotel in Council Bluffs where it was like that. There was blood on the, like, the curtains of the window.
Somebody got violently murdered there.
Yeah,
Quite possibly.
it was right by the casino.
The worst part is when we woke up the next day, it was right next to a Best Western. We could have just gone to the Best Western, and it would have been clean.
So I guess we're gonna go. 7 was the nicer residential district, right?
Yes, it's the nicest residential district for people who don't live interior.
Okay. You guys want to try that?
The inns
it sounds
in the,
like inns in the, market might be
the
expensive.
stuff you've seen on the signs on the inns in the market district, you can stay there, but we're talking like a golden night.
Do they have free Wi-Fi? That's the question.
You don't know what Wi-Fi is, so yes.
Right.
Yeah, there's no such thing as Wi-Fi.
I'm
But
trying
they
to
all
think
say
of what
free
Wi-Fi is here.
Free Wi-Fi, and it's a guy named Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
And he comes to your door and he sings lullabies to you. He's terribly tone deaf.
Lovely.
He sells me flavored water.
Yeah.
Oh. All right then. So District 7, I guess.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's go see if we can find a reasonable hotel.
Passing into just District 7, yes. Almost immediately as you cross into the district, it's mostly inns and places to stay.
Perfect.
Because they're banking on people.
Right.
You know, I bet if you would have really schmoozed that guy, he would have let us stay in his house.
So what are you looking for? Just let me know.
Sorry.
Hello.
It's
Do
okay.
you know what inn does not have blood on the sheets or the walls?
Who are you talking to?
Any person on the street.
We'll say a
You're really
guard.
coming out of your shell there.
Most of them, hopefully.
We've just had some really strange experiences and would like a blood-free inn, please.
Oh, we did have a bloody inn, actually. With that.
That was your fault.
Well,
They don't need to know that.
Listen,
He points to
we're
one
not talking fault.
nearby.
We're just saying we want a blood-free inn, okay?
Thank you, my good sir.
I'm not going to do the whole thing. It costs you all a silver to stay there.
Welcome to the inn. Today's special.
please do not convince him to
I
do
gotta
that.
pee. Fuck you. I'm not doing that.
Today's special is a room.
I fucking love that bit.
It's just awful.
I know, I'm tired.
I am really,
Do we want to accomplish anything else?
I suppose we should tray.
We just had to sleep for a week.
We got here.
Take a long
We're good.
fucking rest.
Well, this place seems nice. I definitely do not immediately see blood on the curtains or walls.
All right.
Do we get our
Who's
own
bunking
room?
with who?
Or are we all?
I picked Bagby.
I got picked first. It means I'm popular and people like me.
Did we all get our own rooms? Or how are we doing that?
You don't know. We'll have to ask him.
I assume he would say it is up to us what we would like, but overall it costs a silver per person.
Right.
So we can do
Crucible.
one
Since you
big
just stand there and rest, you could
That's
be in
pretty
our
much
room as
all I
well.
do.
So then you guys can have your own room.
I got
'Cause we know you
I got
prefer
my
that.
own.
So Joe is sleeping alone.
Well, they get 2 rooms. That doesn't mean they sleep in 2 rooms.
Appearances.
Listen.
I'm pretty sure Jacobs would kill him. Like, literally, slowly, too. Pull out every single fingernail and toenail, and then each tooth, and then slowly remove the vital internal organs
Right.
that you can live
So,
without.
to fill
while he
Mike in,
dies.
Bagby's imagining what Jacobs would do to Joe if she found out that apparently Joe and Ori are sleeping together.
I'm not sure she'd be that surprised. In fact, I think that's part of the
We
fantasy.
did not get enough viewers for that to be a thing. We fell just short of the.
Roll perception over the course of the night.
Well, what we were discussing was who is rooming with who.
Do we get our own rooms for 1 silver a night or?
No.
Okay. So
I guess I am sharing with Ori then.
That would be me, Bagby. We would take both the beds,
Bagby needs a dresser drawer with a blanket in it.
right?
Are we all in one room?
I'm sorry, if you present me with the opportunity to sleep in a bed, you best believe I'm starfishing. All 3 feet of
Crucibles?
me.
Ah, she's laying sideways, arms up like this.
I just sit in a chair.
I took the bed closest to the bathroom.
You just need 2 rooms,
you know,
really.
water.
You don't even.
That's what we said. I just sit in a chair.
Yeah.
And stare at them.
you think each room has an individual bathroom?
I mean, you do kind of power down per se,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, but
No.
I mean, if you're just looking
I want
at
the
him, it
one
looks like
closest
you
to the
stared.
air.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Does it like to be cool
He
when I'm
can.
sleeping?
I mean, he's got the iris eyes. He
Yeah,
can
the
close it.
the shutter's open.
Unit is just
Yeah, it
3
looks
fairies
slightly
with
closed.
leaves
But
going-
Yeah.
Their wings fluttering are what makes the.
okay, what? I'm sorry. What
They're
did we all,
open just
what
enough
did we
to
all get
not
for our
go.
perception?
17.
24.
17, 24.
I keep forgetting what. I've got 21.
18.
Also 18.
24, 21. This side of the table, you both are, quote, woken up very late in the
You're
evening
so woke.
by a scream outside.
Does that
Some
interrupt
distance
us
off.
from getting a long rest.
Some distance off. It does not. It's some distance off, and the sound of the city continues. I mean, this place never truly gets silent. You know what I mean?
So we heard a scream.
Like blood curdling, somebody got fucked up scream. You know what I mean?
The rest of us didn't hear it.
No, you were sleeping.
Okay.
I walk over to the other bed and
Apple
I shake him
fritters.
away.
Apple fritters.
You know, you don't have to wake him up. Just lube yourself properly and get into bed.
Wow.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Joe,
Mike, if you're gonna make our characters, if you're gonna ship our characters, at least make it consensual. Okay?
Please.
We don't know that you didn't say that's okay.
Don't have Ori
So-
bro rape Joe.
Can we not do the rape jokes, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Play
Yeah.
D&D, please.
So
The
I attempt to shake him awake.
Yes.
There was a scream. Somebody's in trouble.
You said it was pretty far off, though, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Wait.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just listening to the city, do I hear?
No,
others
God, no.
screaming? Like, okay. Well, I'm already out of my armor. Do you roll? If you want me to get up, roll diplomacy.
not great. Let's see here.
it's almost as if Joe's also not great at that stuff.
No, I'm good at persuasion. I just rolled shit.
Where is persuasion? Okay, mine was the 13.
No. So, okay. Let me get my armor on. Do you want to go get the other two or the other three?
And I go over to the other door and I knock on the door.
So nobody's getting a long rest tonight.
I thought you said it didn't interrupt a long rest.
Not yet.
You
Get
currently
up.
are interrupting long rest.
Get up and go deal with that. It will.
Well, never mind. I go back to sleep.
No, you're doing it.
You. I only got up because you said it didn't interrupt a long rest.
How would you not getting up in the middle of the night not interrupt the long
Like
rest?
this, he meant the scream waking you up in
Ah.
itself didn't interrupt it.
That was a misunderstanding.
Because
Do you want to respond to this or not?
I do not want to respond to this because it will fuck us up that I have no spell slots.
Okay. None of that happened.
Still sleeping.
Okay. Next morning, you have a choice between French toast or an egg sandwich. There's a little bit of cheap cheese on it.
I would orange.
I also eat some of my fruit. Ooh, you know what would be good? This fruit that I got, we could cut it up and we could put it on top of the French toast.
Can you do that?
It's a B and B, man.
Why not?
You get the free breakfast.
Let's
is
do that.
free.
One slice of French toast. That's what
French
you
toast?
get. Or a tiny ass egg sandwich. That's it.
I'm good with the French.
They use one of the little plastic knives
It's
to
food.
slice up the little kiwis.
Plastic
Put
is
it
not
on there.
invented.
It's like
And then-
a baguette sliced in half, but it's like only like this wide.
And then
Since they're
open
doing the French toast, I'll
I
eat
opened
the egg
some of the-
salad
some
sandwich, or
of
the
the-
egg sandwich.
fake sugar because I can't have lots of sugar. And I sprinkle it on there.
These are all things that don't
There's
exist.
Splenda in this world.
I guess there's
plastic
Splenda in this
silverware.
world, I guess. They've invented Splenda.
Yeah, plastic.
It said fake sugar. It didn't say if it was like tasted like sugar. For all we know, it was just sand.
Salt.
Right? Wasn't it a nice little
Heroin.
Salt is sugar.
The
free.
It is.
yeah, I mean it looks like sugar. Fuck it.
You could use it as a
I
sugar
had a strange
substitute.
dream last night where Ori let some young lady get murdered?
What? Why would Ori wouldn't do that? He'd wake us up and
Well, he didn't want to. He wanted to have his spells for today, so you know.
You guys suck.
sounds like a really vivid dream.
This is a really weird dream.
I know.
Yeah, that is a weird dream.
Okay.
I wasn't the only one who heard it.
It's true.
As far as
But
you
that
know,
wasn't
you
his
are,
dream.
Actually,
The
'cause I don't think Crucible said anything about it.
okay,
No,
heading back.
it was far off, and with the amount of guards in the city, I assume they will be taking care of it.
Yeah, if I heard that in Krasden, I'd go.
Exactly,
Oh.
it would be completely
It's
different.
like sirens in.
Especially
it's
since
like sirens in
my
New
job
York.
in
You're just gonna
Krasden.
hear them
Yeah.
sometimes. The okay,
Or gunshots
Leaving?
in my neighborhood. You know.
leaving early. I'm gonna assume, like 7-ish in the morning.
Right.
Because actually, you guys got quite the rest. Because you showed up at like 5:30 at the hotel.
I know. We were
I had
tired.
a long day.
We did
You
have.
probably
a long
had a
day.
little bit to eat for dinner.
I had to get
Went
the
to bed
pirate blood
early?
off my armor.
You guys are enjoying the city in full length at this
We were
point.
pretty much walking around town.
They had-
covered
That's
in
why
pirate
nobody
blood.
fucked with
They had
us.
4 different HBOs. They had regular HBO. They had Latin HBO, and then they had like East Coast HBO. They had like, and then another one. There was
East Coast
all kinds of
HBO is
things.
just regular HBO, but it's a little bit ahead.
I like
So you
the
know it's
Latin
coming up?
HBO. I
Right?
like the Latin HBO.
Right?
Didn't understand a word of it, but it was fun.
J Lo's on every other movie.
It's
The
fun to put it on mute and then make up what you think they're saying.
I love it. It's great. You guys are citified. You're never going back to Krasden. It's never happening.
I think Joe hates this.
We found a ramen shop and a great place to sleep. We're done.
No, we did not find a ramen shop because if we find a ramen shop, we are actually never leaving.
Campaign ends. Don't care.
For real though, like Joe has it. Joe, I think his main idea of the Athenian military is Crucible, and like the military district was like the exact opposite of Crucible.
Yeah. Well, because Crucible was good at his job.
Yeah, so he really doesn't like the city at this point.
It's almost as
Like,
if the military works that way in general. A lot of it's good, and then some of it's very bad.
Yep.
But the Adenagard Guard is more there to protect the city than to go out and actually wage war. Whereas
and
we
then-
were conscripted to actually go out and fight.
Well, you were borderland war dogs.
Yeah.
You saw the worst things that the Endless March could possibly see. Moving back into the Market District, yes. Try to get into District 2. Okay.
Aye.
You have the proper paperwork to get into District 2. So,
Here's our papers.
you head up. Yes, there is one main gate
We have
And-
our party papers.
and a long ass line of walking people to go in 2 doors, basically. You have to wait in
Same order
line.
then. You.
Even this early in the morning, you have to wait in line half an hour.
Sure is a whole lot of waiting going on.
Right. I feel like we're hurrying up just to wait.
It's almost as if bureaucracy is terrible.
It's like
They let you through pretty quickly with the papers you have already procured. And you move into a very, very nice district.
Ooh.
I mean, Market District was pretty nice, shiny, lots of stuff. This place, everything's made of stone, marble shining.
Everything smells like lemons.
Kinda. Everybody is dressed well. Everybody is either you're a guard or somebody who has too much money in their purse.
I should have worn my nice clothes.
need to.
You stick out a little bit, but there are some amount of people that are coming in trade-wise. The district that you are currently in is commonly referred to as the Senate District.
Okie dokie. Well,
Do we know which way the harvester lives?
You have no
What
idea
did
where he lives.
we're not
We're
trying to
not
find where he
looking
lives. We're trying to
just
go
trying to find like his office.
Oh, okay.
his Senate office.
Yeah.
The council chamber, the council offices then?
Well, didn't the guards say that the council offices were actually in
It'd be like the upper tier,
the upper tier?
right?
They're in 3, Mike?
This is
But
considered
they're-
the Senate District.
But their
Oh.
but their offices may be here though.
Right.
Gotcha.
Good point. So we should find some offices then?
Right.
We need someone to ask.
You do see,
Someone
roll perception. Sorry, I need to make you guys actually do something.
14.
It's not terribly hard, get a 10.
I've rolled 3 natural ones in this session.
You're going for it. You didn't do it either.
I got an 8. I'm just looking.
Y'all
Biting
just,
dice.
the amount of shiny is just blowing y'all off.
Look
and
at
you
all
don't know
the
what to
lovely
do.
Putting that
architecture.
away now. Put that one.
Look at the sconces. The, what'd
The
you roll?
Palisades.
Crucible?
14.
You see
Palisades.
a sign. It's a meager sign, but it is a sign. Walking in to the south of you, which means your left, is the Academy District, which will be this
5.
one down.
Right.
Do these,
What are you
don't
talking
do
about?
that.
No.
Can't you read the sign?
Stings hanging off the ledge of the. It'd be like the trim of where there would be gutters if there were gutters. I don't know. We can move. it.
Just so everybody's aware, we're probably going to be looking for the Senate offices here, but over in that direction there, that's the Academy District.
Sorry, that's 5 or 4?
5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in 3, which
You're
is
in
the
3.
blue.
Oh, that is very helpful and definitely won't bring up repressed memories.
Well, we got to go there anyway because we got to go to the library.
Yep, yeah, we do.
Where are you heading? You can ask around.
Yeah, is there a kiosk?
There is not a kiosk.
Are you sure? Like an
There
info
is-
place?
There is not an info place.
A little brochure, a little map.
No.
I look for someone and
There is a nearby cafe.
Duncan,
Is there
why
a,
are you
is there
still
a big
hurt?
poster that says "You are here"?
No.
No.
because I didn't push the right buttons apparently.
What buttons did you push?
My long rest button.
Pushing my buttons, you son of a bitch.
There. Now Ori's happy.
I assume here there's still guards. So, looking for the nearest
Do you need a
guard.
guard?
Adenagard guard.
Adenagard guard? Right.
Yes, the moment you enter, there will be.
Right,
So-
there's going to be a lot of them there.
Yeah.
So I go up to the nearest one and says, "Excuse me, sir, but just wondering if, just take a moment of your time, if you don't mind, just looking for the office of Senator
Harvester Dolan.
Senator Dolan. And if you don't have the time, if you can just point us in the direction of someone who might be able to point us in the right direction."
I don't know a Doland. Roll persuasion.
8. Yeah, my charisma's really fucking low.
And quite frankly, if you don't know who you're looking for, fuck off.
Well, have a nice day.
Have a nice day, citizen.
Perhaps somebody else might want to.
I go to a different guard.
Someone didn't get his coffee this morning.
It's
with
very early.
big gills.
Coffee? What's coffee?
They'd have coffee, right? Probably have coffee.
I'm sure they had.
Or tea. It's probably
It's
tea.
probably tea. D&D's weird about coffee.
I talked to the different
I
guard.
mean, there could be coffee, but Ori's never had it, and I'm
Okay.
imagining his first experience with coffee would be quite comical.
Morning, sir. Got a quick question for you.
Yes, what can I do for you, citizen?
So, wondering if you could point me in the directions of a senator, Harvester Dolan, his offices. I mean,
Roll persuasion.
yeah.
I go to a third guard.
What'd you roll?
8.
All right, here we go.
Face off.
If you don't know why you're here, why are you here?
I know I'm here,
Do
sir.
you need
I don't
to be
know where it is.
Do I need to make sure that you leave the district?
No, sir. I apologize. I'm on official business. This is my first time in this district, and I don't know where I'm going. Sooner you point me in the right direction, the sooner I leave you alone.
Technical Council chambers for all assistants. That way. Look for the large building with pillars.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah.
Would you like an orange? I think it would make you feel happier inside. Have you ever had them before? They're really good.
Thank you very much for the orange.
You're welcome.
Your child is very nice.
Why do they always call you?
We're all looking at each other like, okay,
think they're
which
stamp.
one would be the dad?
Look at that. Which
No
one's the
dads.
mom?
No dads. 4 moms.
See, sometimes, and I'm sure you might have come across this too, being kind of human but not.
Aye.
Humans don't know other races other than themselves. So because I am short and I talk like this, they automatically assume that I am a child.
I think you have a skin condition. Or a weird elf.
Right.
You've gotten weird elf a lot.
I've gotten Weird Elf quite a lot. It's true.
Like a real pale-skinned drow.
Never gotten the drow. That would make sense, though.
You're like half drow, half wild elf.
Joe is probably the best of all of the humans I've ever met.
Yeah, I was just thank you first of all, but I was
He's,
just
like, kinda
thinking,
dumb.
You really haven't met many humans that aren't.
He's like
decent.
kind of dumb. It's like,
What do you
kinda
mean?
But you at least knew I was a goblin immediately.
Well, you stopped talking and you never closed your mouth.
I don't know. I grew up around humans. They all seemed all right, other than the
What are you
whole like
talking
not
about?
letting me take my mom's last name and everything.
All
And we
right.
make our way towards the building with the pillars.
Yeah, it's about
And
halfway down the
relegating me
district.
to a support role.
It's pretty clear. Large marble-esque building, limestone could be,
Circle the moon.
with Roman pillars on the outside.
Well, this is quite nice, isn't it? The pillars make it look quite important.
The signage out front is Senator Assistant's Office.
So does that mean they're here to assist the senators, or to assist people who want to talk to the senators?
I think they are probably here to assist the senators, which to me means we will not actually talk to the actual senator, but instead we will talk to his assistant, much like the other people who have delivered this same letter.
Then we
The
need to
one
make
guy
sure we
said
talk
he
to the
wasn't
senator.
sure any of the letters made it to him.
Right.
I think trusses was the word I was looking for. Anyway,
Things under a bridge.
Important.
no. That wasn't it.
All right then.
Yep.
Ori, you've got the letter.
Oh yeah, I'm still holding that. So, yep. Let's
Just walks around town like this.
I've been looking for you. Got something very important.
They're very fast. The
So what do we see when we go in?
You're allowed to enter inside. There's guards on the outside, but you're allowed to enter inside fairly easily. Double doors to walk in. Walking in is a large atrium with a fountain of sorts inside. It's like a coin pool, if you know what I mean. Just to look nice. Ferns hanging from all manner, and there's a large, and the ceiling is glass, spilling in natural light. A lot of collections of people talking about random things, few guards. Any exterior doors heading into other parts of the building are guarded.
Well, what do you think they do when it hails?
Oh, we should have a group huddle real quick.
Right.
So, I know we were.
This doesn't look weird in the public building at all, but go on.
It's especially weird when you're all doing this and then your little legs are just dangling in the air.
Sorry, not necessarily huddle, but aside. But
You're like swinging.
now I know we're delivering this letter because it's a thing we said we would do, and we always keep our word. But was there something we were also going to like?
It's very important
Ask him some questions.
that we make sure that we put that directly in the hands of the senator himself, so that we might talk to him about what's going on down there.
Right. There were some things we were supposed to keep a secret, though, and
Right. See, we could ask many of the humans all we want about what they know that's going on down there, but most of them don't know that down there exists. Exactly. And I probably should have mentioned that a long time ago, but yeah, they don't know that the crutches is a real thing.
so like, how do we present the sense of urgency of the issue without making them think that the goblins are the direct threat, therefore escalating the situation even further?
What do we want the senator to do?
Protect the people against the evil things that might be directly underneath the city? Or maybe stress that forging a lasting peace, or at least truce with other factions, would be beneficial, considering there is a larger threat looming.
What?
Kind of a very nuanced thing we got to do here, if we're going to do anything.
So no one knows that there's a great cavern underneath the city with pillars holding it up?
No!
A couple of people will look at you real quick.
And if we just go in with that kind of information, they're going to think we're crazy people wearing tin hats.
And we don't even know if the harvester or other senators know about Bagby's people.
That's why everyone calls me a
So-
halfling.
I don't.
It'd have been nice to know before we got
This
all
is
the way here.
information that would have been good for me to share. I apologize. It feels like I just learned it today.
What? The crutches?
I didn't know that.
Literally every time I've talked about it, I've said this.
I feel like you mentioned.
What did we talk about on Twitter today? Maybe listen to the goddamn NPC. You motherfuckers.
No, it's just me. So my bad that I don't remember.
It's alright, you remembered literally everything else, so give me a pass on that one.
Except for the important thing. So
See.
it's fine.
I think
Well, then he needs to know that there's a threat. I mean, generally speaking, there's a threat to the city, right? We need to make sure he knows there's a threat. So we can't say anything. What you're telling me is we can't say anything? Like, hey, there's a giant cavern underneath the city, held up by pillars, that if they destroyed, the whole city will fall down? We can't say that, that's what you're telling me?
Probably not, because then they'll go down there and they'll investigate it, and then all of these things will happen. Like, bad
then there's-
things will happen.
Specifically to us for telling humans about that.
So maybe we can't really tell them we're from the right either, because that's meaningless to them.
For real? I don't know if we're going to get anything out of him at this point, honestly.
We're just gonna look like a couple of quacks, but maybe we get something through to them. But even if we don't, we need to make sure that we don't give them any information that would make things worse.
I think for now, we just try to help First Stone.
Right.
Cause
Well, we for sure will make sure that this gets directly into his hands.
if we make a good impression and we can talk to him later about something, that could be good. But I don't see how we can possibly give him enough information to have anything to actually act on.
We could tell. I mean, we don't have to tell them about the right to tell them that we scried into.
I don't want to tell him that there's bath mat down there. I feel like if we tell them that, they'll send an expedition down. As you pointed out.
Right.
We don't have to tell him he's down there. We have to tell him that he's potentially loose and he is a threat to the city, and that they should.
And they'll lock down the city, and we won't be able to get in the library.
Right. So perhaps really we're here
just
for the library?
Yeah, I should have thought of this before myself, but just as we were walking in the door, I was thinking, like, wait, what the hell are we going to tell this guy? I mean, I don't know what he actually knows, but assuming he knows nothing, which I think is a decent assumption, we can't tell him enough that he has anything to actually work with. If we just tell him there's a threat, that's not enough. He'll throw us out. We tell him there's a threat from Bathmat. That's probably too much, and we could have bad repercussions from that. I think our best play right now is to just try to get help to First Stone and make a good impression.
It may be dishonest, but would it be possible for you to simply say something about a gesture of goodwill from the goblins?
Oh, I could try, but I don't really have the go ahead from them to be the appointed.
I know that's why
ambassador.
it's a little sketchy, because you don't actually have the authority, but
Also, that's really hitting the don't tell surface people anything about that city issue. Because that just kind of opens up a lot of questions.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there are some higher ups in this city who actually know.
And the senator
About-
might be one of them.
I feel like a senator from the Harvest Lands would not maybe be the one who knows all of that stuff. Like,
Yep.
well, we'll
I
see
agree.
how he
I mean,
reacts
it's-
to seeing you.
It would be like a senator from, I don't know, some weird place called Nebraska knowing things about what's going on.
They got nukes in the Dakotas. Got some serious shit in the Midwest
They
here.
do. That is true.
Yeah, we can try talking to him and see what he says when he sees Bagby.
Here's what we know. The first step is to make sure we get in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Ori.
Yeah, I think Duncan
You're
should
the
take the
best.
lead. Just have to roll.
Here we
Whatever
go.
that means.
What are you doing? Now that we're doing
Looking
things?
looking for someone at a desk or something. Someone who looks like official. Someone who looks important.
Roll perception first and foremost.
Not just me, everyone. Don't trust me with the rolls.
Nope.
God damn it, that's when I get the 19.
Hey, okay. Get you to the right person is a good start.
24.
15.
13.
23.
how many 20s were there? There was like 90 20s in there.
A lot of them.
24.
23, 24,
13.
13.
15.
Not good.
I'm too short to see anything.
Okay. The two 20s. You can see an aged individual towards the back of the room that is being swarmed by younger people. He's trying to quickly answer as many questions as he can as he goes along, and you can tell this person is clearly knowledgeable because there's too many people that need to know what the fuck he knows.
Right.
Okay?
Right. Here we go. Can I make a beeline right for that gentleman?
Okay.
Hey,
With my most important
Crucible.
look on my face?
Crucible, you want to maybe give him some words of guidance?
Don't fuck up.
You have a guidance spell.
Do I?
I'm also quite lucky.
Thought you did.
It's a
It's cantrip.
cantrip.
You,
Oh, yeah,
you
I
used
sure
it
do.
once, like first episode, and then
Yeah, I
forgot
think
about
that's
it.
about it.
Don't fuck up, guys.
So, I touch his shoulder when I tell him, don't fuck up. And cast guidance.
Okay.
What
does
does
that
that
do?
mean to me?
You can roll a die 4 and add the number to an ability check.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. I'll take that. A
Okay.
D4. Okay.
Do you wait or you just like march in there?
I'm just marching in there.
Okay.
It's like, make way! Make way!
Roll.
I'm here on the most important
Roll
business from
intimidate.
Firestone.
Roll intimidate, please.
Okay.
It's the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
How many times does he get to do guidance? One time. So pick when you're going to use
Oh, I'm
your
not going to
guidance.
use it yet. No.
I wish bless worked
Papa bless.
for that. Doesn't do ability check, so.
Papa Smurf bless.
15?
Yeah, you're able to shove through. People kind of you're being loud and they're not. And
Make way!
For Prince Ali.
the older gentleman in front of you,
Joe and Nora, you're just flanking him like dancing.
robes, very nice robes, long graying beard, coiffed cap off to the side, right?
Right.
Flop down, covering his ears. And what of importance do you have, young man?
The most importance of business. We're here with an official communication from those at Firestone. We must get this directly into the hands of Senator Doland. Now!
Persuasion.
And
we
it
go.
is Senator.
Nat 20.
Did you use your extra thing?
I did. 18.
He takes the thing from your hand. He reaches for it. May I?
This is for his eyes only.
Aye.
I'll let him have it.
Lifts his glasses, puts them back down. Oh, the seal's correct. Justice, young boy. Take these couriers to Senator Doland. I believe he's in session currently.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you kindly.
A young gentleman off to his side says, "After me," and he starts jogging.
Right. Lead the way.
It's quick as a whip, that one.
Out the building, down the street,
I feel like that was a little bit
towards the main gate of the castle.
Here we go.
Stops at the castle gate. Waits for you all.
I don't know what you are all complaining about. I feel faint.
We have couriers for Harvester Dolan. You don't need a whole march. Who's the real courier and which is guards?
I guess he's the courier.
I suppose
We're a
He's
team.
holding it. He's the courier.
We're a team.
We have strict instructions. We've all got to go. It's quite important.
Roll persuasion.
$15.
I don't care what your fucking instructions are. Mine are necessary people only. Now, are you the messenger or not? Or should I take that from you and do my best?
You got this, Duncan.
Fine.
You should.
So his eyes only, and I must put it in his hands.
Let me see the seal. After me, Blue Boy.
Crucible, if Duncan's going by himself, don't you want to shake his hand goodbye?
It only lasts a minute, my friend.
It's not gonna last, I'm gonna tell you right now.
The athletics check to keep
That's
up with
all
the
I
guard.
can tell him.
It's worth a try.
We can't even take the little one with them.
Yeah, none of my spells would keep up.
Yeah, he can't take
I
his
would-
son.
my bus.
His
Yeah,
son with
I would
him?
say, I would
Yes,
say that out loud.
I am his son.
It's a national take your child to work.
Very
there.
clearly a girl.
No.
It's all right. I'll be fine.
Goodbye, Papa.
Gentlemen, watch him.
Nothing for that performance.
Yeah, I know a halfling when I see one. Nice try.
Not you, Joe. You are an exception to the homie rule.
I'm wearing a helmet.
Fucking helmies. Sorry, excuse me.
Alright. You're let into the castle district. So the interior walls are covered in homes or townhouses of a sort. Extremely extravagant brownstones.
It's quite nice in here.
The inner courtyard is lined with very lavish vegetation, properly maintained. Yes,
What color are the brownstones?
I will fuck your whole world up.
So you don't see them. Turn into a rat. Probably could.
You better hold on to that and not throw it.
That's quite nice. I got another kiwi here. Would you like it?
I'm talking about the Rhine, you fuck.
Oh no, I'll put. I understand. It's quite nice here.
Let's be real clear. You don't speak unless spoken to. And when you talk to your betters, you bow. There are etiquette rules in this
Right.
area. And if you
Etiquette.
don't adhere, you get punished. Stop fucking eating.
Right.
Goes like,
quite actually a Genasi, but alright then. I understand why you'd get confused.
I don't care about your tribe, elf.
Alright
They
then.
suck so much. Just don't fit.
Takes you to a side door.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
Opens up, comes on in. You're walking through side hallways. We have a courier. Aye, sir. I need an extra escort. Aye, sir. One of the guards next to you walks behind you for the remainder of the trip. You are taken to... You're walked through what can only be described as a throne room, and you are taken to a side room. Wait here. The guard that has been leading you the entire way.
I turn to the guard behind me. That room back there? Is that where like a king sits or something then?
Your king. Yeah.
My king?
What? Dude.
Well, that's a bit thrilling, isn't it? I mean, you see it all the time, but I don't see it all the time.
Stop talking.
Right.
It's a bit thrilling, isn't it? Sorry, that one killed me.
After the other guy being gone for a minute. Alright, come on in. Don't speak. You walk in and you walk down a short hallway with 2 doors on each side. It's pretty dark in here, only torchlight. You walk through the far end of the hallway into a giant... It's hard to explain. You are on the top of a staircase leading down. The interior of this, and you are on the far right side of the room. So looking to your left is most of the room. It bowls in on all sides, full of pews in going down. Rather deep, probably 40 feet. Multiple levels. In these pews you have well-dressed men and women. With loud discussion happening over the top of it, a lot of it arguing. You'd have to pay attention to really catch what they're actually talking about, because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of structure to the discussion at the current moment.
Turn to the one behind me again and get right up in there. Is this the actual Senate chamber then?
Yeah, stop talking. He'll kill you.
Right.
This way. He leads you down one flight and across behind some people. They're very deep so that there's room to walk behind them. Wait here. He walks a bit, has you wait. Walks next to a group of 3 younger people sitting around an older gentleman in very nice regalia armor as opposed to robes. Beard, white hair, everything pure white, right? Hair. Older. Clearly aged. Whispers something in his ear. He turns to look back, sees you holding what you're holding. Turns to the person next to him, whispers some things, and walks towards you. This way. You walk back out the way you came, and you back outside in the throne room area. I am Aristodolan, please.
Sir, Senator, sorry.
He cracks the seal and opens it.
It's quite important message from Captain the Guard at Firstone. He wanted me to make sure you had it in your hands. He feared that many of the others he sent hadn't made it.
Well, this is the second I'm hearing of it. Apparently the firegrass is getting interesting.
Aye.
I will do my best. You've done a good job, courier. He tucks it into a pocket next to his breastplate.
Thank you, sir. I will make sure the captain knows that you received it. And might I say, there's more.
More?
Aye.
Messenger?
Aye.
In what manner of more?
Threats, sir.
What manner of threats?
Threats. To the realm.
And the proper message said nothing of these because...
Can't be put on paper, sir.
Roll persuasion.
Duncan's going rogue.
You got a minute.
He's going rogue!
Well over. It's been well over a minute. Yeah.
No. 11.
Fine. Captain, if you could show us to my chambers. Sergeant, you are relieved. The guy who followed you in leaves, and the initial guy walks with you. Alright. Say nothing till I say so.
Aye.
He takes you down the throne room, up a flight of, to the end, through a door, up a flight of stairs. You're now in an elongated, it's spiral staircase. You're led up to what could be the second floor. It's the next door you run into, right? Takes you out of that, and you're walking down a long hallway lined with doors on either side. My office is but midway through here. He takes you to a door, walks in. Sergeant, you can wait outside. Or Captain, you can wait outside. Yes, sir. Come in. He walks in, sits down at a desk. In this room, you see bookshelves lining either side. Large windows behind him. This is an exterior room, clearly. He sits down at his desk, immediately pulls a paper off a large stack of papers, starts reading it over, and picks up a quill to potentially start signing it or writing on it. Not looking at you at all. All right. What do you have to say?
Senator, sir. A great evil's been released.
A great evil.
Aye.
And
An evil that's been bottled up for the last 30 years. But it's released now. And I can't say a lot more, but just to say that Adenagard is in danger. And I'd just like to know that we could come back to you when we have more.
who's we?
Guardians, sir.
Guardians.
Aye. We're heroes.
Young man. He puts his pen back down. Stands back up. Do you have any idea how many threats to the realm there currently are?
I'd assume several then.
If you don't have a tangible threat with evidence and witnesses, quite frankly, you're wasting my time. And I don't know if you're aware, but my time is rather valuable.
Right. I apologize for this then. And I show him the brand.
Hell of a tattoo, son. Captain,
Right.
this man has shown me his ass in my chambers.
Right then.
Shouldn't he get a roll for showing it?
The guy comes back
Can
in.
you get a persuasion
Roll
on
performance?
that?
The guy comes back in. If you could see him back out of the capital,
Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Right. Here we go.
also, Captain,
You have a nice day then.
if you ever waste my goddamn time with this again, I'll have your head. He leads you back outside. You are fucked.
Could have gone better.
Thank you for watching tonight.
Watch next week as Chad's new character.
Well,
Bagby goes on revenge.
Oh man! Next week we're breaking Chad out, or breaking Duncan out of the jail.
with any luck, there will be a deep-voiced Russian lady in there as well.
Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.
Have a good one, everybody.
I know persuading.
What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't know if we're running tomorrow. If we come up with something, we can run tomorrow, but I don't know what we would do. It's just a monkey and dredge night,
Okay.
if it is. So, you're not there.
We'll figure something out.
Are you not there?
I'm here.
Okay,
I
yo, what's
thought-
up?
there you
Oh,
go.
then we'll figure something out.
I thought you said.
Then we'll run. I thought
We'll do
it
something.
was 2 people going tomorrow.
We'll do something.
So we'll run. We'll run.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
Good night.
No,